annihilation, it may fall to you to save the great nation. That's why Voltech has made extra preparation and are proud to present to you a special education. Regarding aptitude, you are an absolutely unique amalgamation of attributes. Now it's time to find out in which you excel. What makes you SPECIAL? You're special, you're special, you're special. Oh, so special! SPECIAL spells out that you're quite swell. Strength! Supplies are sparse, so on seeing something sweet, be sure to scavenge your staff. The stronger you are, the smaller the stack of scrap storage and snacks that you can haul on your back. But do be sure to stay on track of the numbers, or a savage could suddenly strike as you're over encumbered. And should your special self have such a regrettable incident, you better get swinging any suitable weapon or implement. Perception! Post-nuclear places are pretty pre-arranged to put you through your paces. Pinpoint the parts of predators that plan to prey with a Voltec-assisted targeting system. Hooray! You may need to pickpocket, pinching for your own protection, practicing your pilfering, purloining to perfection. If your preferential predilection's petty theft of people's possessions, you'll be protected by perception. You're special. Hey, you're special. You're special. Oh, so special. SPECIAL spells out that you're quite swell. Endurance. Epidemics are endemic everywhere. Infection, amputation, radiation, never rare. End the negative effects. Refresh your energy by eating everything, even extra limbs and enemies. Your belly's not ever empty. There's endless entrees. Extend the length of time you exercise. Eons, days. Escape encounters with louds and rowdy hooligans. Or environments ensure you'll eventually be food again. Charisma. Communists conquered this clean continent, and concomitantly corruption was the consequence. As such, you must be confident and cognizant of compliments, confirming that commercially you're consummately competent. Convert companions to confidants, convincing them to change your cuddly toy for cutlery and condiments. Swallow down countless cups of cocktails and charm your way from harm. Charm combat curtail. You're special. You're special. You're special. Oh, so special. SPECIAL spells out that you're quite swell. Well, intelligence is idiocy inverted. Innate instinct. Take information and interpret it. The inner intuition and initiative to implement inventive ideas. To be inquisitive. It is indicative of ingrained imagination. To take an inspiration and create an innovation. Ensure against injury through investigation, because ignorance induces incapacitation. Agility! After all, the aggro antagonists are all too available. There's no ASBOs. Accelerate your acts of accurate aim and have any angry adversaries aptly aflame. Avoid adverse assaults from automatics. Avert or annul their action with acrobatics. Agility! Amazing adaptability! Awesome! What an absolutely ace ability! You're special. You're special. You're special. Oh, so special! SPECIAL spells out that you're quite swell. Well, luck! The lady that lowers the likelihood of life's lotto's lost for the lazy. When you're lucky with lies that are larger than life, at least you'll have to leave the large laugh for the like. The live, the lambs, less than lavish and lovely, but when looking for loot, you'll locate lots of luxury. Loads of little lowlifes leering at your luggage. A lone lad is liable to let them learn what luck is. Congratulations, you passed the test, yes! From everyone at Voltec, splendid work on your success. Give yourself a pat on the back and maybe shake hands, then perambulate into the haze of the wasteland. War never changes. Look at the history books, torn up pages. Cause when the dust settles after all-out war, you'll be glad we taught you what to deal with Fallout 4. You're special. You're special. You're special. Oh, so special. SPECIAL spells out that you're quite swell. That's you. You're special. You're special. Yes, you. You're special. Oh, so special. SPECIAL spells out that you're quite swell. Good luck out there.
Where my millennials at? Don't you guys feel we're no longer the target demographic for gaming? They have their loot boxes, battle passes, while we have our indie games and boomer shooters. Let's go.
Born in the 80s, get shot by the crazies. They live for fun. I'm all out of bubblegum, jump straight swing. Hail to the king, blood flare man, Serious Sam.
Pixelated God. Pixelated God. Pixelated God. Pixelated God.
Pixelated.
bombs away on the spider mastermind. Back when games referenced movies. Groovy. I'm a CV going postal. Life's a beach and feeling coastal. Low-wing hanging super fly plan. I live again.
Pixelated God. Pixelated God. Pixelated God. Pixelated God. Kradak skro. Pixelated God. Kradak skro. Pixelated God. Kradak skro.
I can't keep quiet about this anymore. It's time to tell a heavy story I highly doubt you're ready for. I work far harder than my boss, so why the hell am I very poor? This isn't cooperation, it's cooperation, and now I'm ready for war. I'm terribly bored of getting a short straw, there better be more. But the chance of them ever giving voluntarily is extraordinarily small. I'm the breadwinner, yet I'm barely even fed dinner. Your belly gets bigger daily while I'm simultaneously spread thinner. We're in a wild garden of Eden, and I'm redeeming my right to freedom. Rather than be stuck at the arse end of the hierarchy of needs. A middle management amateur like you doesn't deserve my talent. So I'm about to readjust my work-life balance. I'm on strike and it might just be a long night. We ain't staying in Center Park, so once it's dark, it's on site. Smoke you like a bunk pipe till your campsite's a bomb site. I've come to right wrongs for all the times you wrong right. They say it's quiet quitting, I'd say that's quite fitting. Throwing lines out that go deep, bro, I ain't fly fishing. You're making my ears bleed, so why would I listen? This dead-end career you give me here really interferes with my mission. Prior to this position, I was alive and kicking. Now the mindless shit never stops like the bitten Family Guy. Griffin fighting a giant chicken. I'm stuck in a permanent loop of nothing but working for you. Though I look as if I am enjoying employment, it couldn't be further from true. I'm a sentient human, eternally fuming, a double-headed goon, I'm subservient too. I never intended to do this. You never ended to-do list. When did defending the right to retirement by 70 become hubris? This isn't meant to be humorous. We're living the legacy boomers, literally left and accused us of lethargy and neglecting the future. Huh? What the heck, it was you, bruh? But it said on the news, so it's definitely true. Less than a rumor. Perhaps when millennials stop picking up your slack, the penny will drop. Then you realize your menial job could have been done by any old fuck. I'm on strike and it might just be a long night. We ain't staying in Center Park, so once it's dark, it's on site. Smoke you like a bunk pipe till your campsite's a bomb site. I've come to right wrongs for all the times you wrong right. I'm only supposed to be having avocado toast. Tell me why I'm cooking up such a bloody barbaric roast. I'm not one to brag, boast, don't want the aggro, but I'm just that close to snapping, though I've got to act, bro, yeah. My family's concerned at having not heard a word. I've just disappeared without contact. How can I? I'm working 24/7 out here on zero-hour contract. Combat, to dip and not combat. Fun fact, you're such a pain in the ass little prick. I feel like I'm sitting on thumbtacks. I'm not doing a favor, so you should have paid up for the use of my labor, straight up. Don't you think it's strange how Luca can change? I look at the beta. Well, I'm rebelling like mutinous sailors, dueling the fate to my union's a saber. Or you could just say a truly irrefutable new opportunity came up. I'm on strike and it might just be a long night. We ain't staying in Center Park, so once it's dark, it's on site. Smoke you like a bunk pipe till your campsite's a bomb site. I've come to right wrongs for all the times you wrong right.
They said Moscow was a lost hope, and it was, so I've gone off the beaten track to meet a crossroad east of Vladivostok. Underfoot there was frozen blood in the snow. The rubble and bones are covered in mud, and the soot and the smoke is enough to choke you up as you wander alone through tunnels and holes and burrows and roads, just looking for somewhere to go that could become an abode. Even just a gutter's a comfortable home, but there's not much of a hope. There's no government, no more. Russia, the globe's become a Chernobyl.
A troublesome glow falls, a crimson snowball brings the crow's call. In a minute you'll know what I'm bringing this bow for. Killing isn't noble, it's no sport, but when I show force, I'm a stonewall, I'm immobile. Then I go forth like a blowtorch to the snow scorched till it's no more. My skin is the color of cobalt, because I'm just so cold, but I'm always
Come on, Knockdown, there you go. Okay, nerds. How's it going? I just don't fucking believe that. So here's the thing. I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. I read the monetization update, and like, unless no one else was reading this shit other than me, it hasn't changed that much. So I don't know what everyone's freaking out about. Hey, Swag. Also, I'll tell you right now, this is going to be incredibly negative, but I'm going to say it anyways. If you think for a hot fucking second there's another game in town that can compete with Twitch, you are out of your fucking mind. No matter how much you want it to be the case, it isn't. There's a reason YouTube is still around. If you want to play in the pool, you just have to accept that someone fucking owns it and that they don't give a shit about you. This is a classic case of too big to fail. Literally, like, also, you totally did not send me videos. I'm on my Discord, I don't see any. I'm sorry, I will. Okay, sorry, I missed that part. I mean, fuck Twitch. Like, fuck Twitch. Fuck them. But, like... I like that. Swag is right. You can play in the pool, and when the owners come and piss in there, we'll have fun swimming in PP. Where else are you gonna go? Exactly. Don't forget that Ninja went to Mixer. Don't forget that. Ninja went to Mixer. We saw how well that worked out. Like, dead ass. Here's my thing about Twitch drama. If it doesn't come across my feed, I assume it's bullshit. Because I don't follow drama channels in any capacity. So, like, unless it's, like, real fucking shit, it misses me. Is there a link to the section people have the issue with? Yes, that's what I want. Not. I will check out the videos, but I want to see the section that. Oh, that's just the whole terms of service section. Like I read the monetized section. That hasn't really changed much. Is it prohibitive content or something? Which section of the section was it? Fan content? Are people upset because they're finally going to stop them from using copyrighted music? Section 12 advertisements. Oh, wow. This sort of drama can cause your karma to diminish, but you do what you need to when you choose to win. It's law of the wasteland, so all of you wastemans ought to stay back and get a tool in your face. And when I pull out my strap, yeah. So Twitch, hold on. Twitch has the exclusive right to monetize the Twitch services, including, without limitation, the exclusive right to sell, serve, and display advertisements on the Twitch services. This means you may not, nor may you allow a third party to, insert or embed pre-recorded advertising units into your stream, including, without limitation, video advertisements, whether pre, mid, or post-roll, display, or banner advertisements, and audio advertisements. That Stream Elements thing is running entirely too fast. I need to fix that. Okay, so here's Here's how that reads to me as someone who is directly related to 2 lawyers and has had to have arguments with them. You are not allowed to play. So if I had, okay, so picture this. Picture like a Geico ad. Just fuck it, a Geico ad. Something with the fucking lizard, right? I'm not allowed to play that on my stream for money. That is not saying you cannot take a sponsorship. It's specifically stating you cannot run pre-made adverts. That is what that says. Sure, they might go farther with that. They may push it into different directions. But that is what that says. It's not even that legal-easy. Like, it does not say that you cannot do a sponsorship. It says you may not, nor may you allow a third party to insert or embed pre-recorded advertising units into your live stream. Yeah, but it's affecting big streamers that do that where most of their money comes from sponsors. Well, hear me out on this. Fuck them. You can still do a sponsorship. It is not saying that it does not say you can't take a sponsorship. It says you cannot play a pre-recorded ad. Those are not the same thing. Now, yeah, the implications of that are honestly they're not concerning. They're just not. They're just not. It's not a problem. Like, those big streamers make gob shitloads of money from their fucking viewers anyways. Like, oh no, the rich aren't getting richer. Fuck them. Doesn't affect smaller streamers much, but most of Twitch's money comes from big streamers. So if Twitch loses all their big streamers, they just won't. I understand like, Flair, I'm not saying this is a criticism of you or anyone else who's concerned by this. I'm saying this as someone who has been very active in the content creator space since YouTube started. They fucking won't. They just won't leave. If they want to keep making money, they're not going to leave. Long story short, from what I heard, people are upset due to things like streamed events not being allowed to have their banner ads and other things they do. People who are at big events won't want to stream on Twitch. Well, here's the thing. They're supposed to pay Twitch to stream on Twitch. That for a long time, that was the case. For a long time, if you were a large event and you wanted to use... I know this because I worked with a large event that streamed on Twitch and pulled a lot of viewers. And if you wanted to have all of the benefits of being a large event streaming on Twitch, you were supposed to pay them. Because you're using their service. This shit cost money. I sent those 2 videos that explain it well enough, at least for me. Yeah, I will take a look at them. But like, Twitch isn't dead. It's just like, people said that Discord's dead because of the name change thing. Which was worried, it sounded like you could no longer do the sponsorship overlays, but I believe they backtracked pretty much immediately. Yeah, it's definitely not a sponsorship overlay thing. It's definitely referring to, like, I don't know, if I had a Coca-Cola banner running across the bottom of my fucking screen. Which, here's time. So let me contextualize my opinions on some of this in a way that I know a lot of people don't agree with, while I also go in here and edit this timer. Here's Tiny's take. Here's where I approach this, and the way I see it, it hasn't affected me yet because I'm not a partner or sponsored. I've been sponsored a couple times, and if they lose a lot of streamers, it's just more viewers for us. I mean, it is literally a zero-sum game. Twitch is a zero-sum game, so if they have less viewers, I'm just saying. Here's the thing. It's really fucking expensive to host videos. It is so fucking expensive. You cannot imagine how expensive it is. And I know this is kind of a devil's advocate thing, but the thing is you have to remember that us affiliates and partners, we are footing the fucking bill for every single person who does not turn a buck for Twitch, which is most of them. By getting affiliate on Twitch, you are in the top 15% of Twitch streamers. I want you to think about that. You are in the top 15%. When I got affiliate, you were in the top 10%. And people that subvert Twitch's monetization, is it really that low number? It is really that low of a number. It is genuinely that low of a number. Any top 15% Twitch streamer Andy's in chat. Yes, you, Pulio, Flair, and me, dingus. But no, like that's the case. If you are in the upper echelons, if you get affiliate. And you have to think about how little money that you, like, I mean, Swag is the biggest streamer here. Swag makes the most. But Flair, Flair, Pulio, and me, I would, like, think about how little money we bring in. There's no way in fuck we are covering the costs of hosting our shit. I stream at 1080p 60 FPS for hours and hours and hours a week. It's expensive. So when you subvert Twitch's monetization, they're making even less money off you. No, excuse me. That's a bad way of looking at it. You are costing them more money. And they're a fucking business. Businesses have to make money. And you all know that Tiny is extremely anti-corporation. You know I hate corporations. But at the same time, I don't get mad at a cow for eating grass. I don't get mad at a corporation for trying to make money. They exist to make money. That is their nature. It is entirely reasonable for them to take steps to protect themselves from people who are subverting their monetization streams. Okay, according to this, affiliates make 38% while partners only make up 3%. Wow, it's changed a lot. That's still a very small portion. You mean anti-corporation while still understanding how businesses operate. That's exactly how I am as well. Yeah. 38%. It's when I made it, it was 10. It was a long time ago. It was 4 years ago. Fuck me, it was 4 years ago when I made affiliate. Either way, 38% is nothing. Nothing. And even then, remember that most affiliates probably aren't making Twitch money. They're probably still costing Twitch money. I know I cost Twitch money. I guarantee you that Flair, Pulio, and I cost Twitch money. Swag probably, I have no idea what Swag makes, but Swag probably costs Twitch money. Like, that's just kind of how it goes. So, like I said, I genuinely, like, it's like companies protecting their copyright. I don't have an issue with that. It's their fucking copyright. If they made it, it's theirs. I hope I cost them money. Fuck yeah. Fuck you, Daddy Bezos. Go to space now, bitch. Some news I've got? Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of where it is. It's like, I don't begrudge them doing what they do, because that doesn't make sense to me. Is that a good thing? Anyways, video games. Firstly, we got a fucking pool, so that's dope. It's almost ready too. I've almost finished my 3D model I'm going to sell. There's a lot of stuff I have to set up for the Gumroad and stuff. I need to come up with a template for pictures. Do y'all want to see it real quick? I was working. I've done the thing. I've done a me thing, which is I've added features to this that no one is probably going to give a shit about, but I care about. Because Tiny is Tiny, and Tiny does tiny things, and they don't need to make sense. They just need to be what I want. Model time, let's go. No, just temporarily. Let me pull it up, and then I will show you the screen. So I had to retexture the skirt entirely. So it currently looks like this, right? Well, that's where you're wrong. I'm in the way. I broke the scene that puts me on the other side of the screen. This is outstanding. Great. I'm not doing college classes, so that's a thing? Fuck yeah, Pulio. Fuck yeah, Pulo. Spider. How are you? So, fucking VTuber, go away. It's because I'm in the way. So, I've got this over here, right? And this is set up for from the Silva shader, because I really like the Silva shader materials. You got your belt and buckle, that's all that. But if we go into the silver cloth material, right here there's a section that says flags. I think everyone already sees what this is. So inside of here, I have put together, at a great time expense, I would like to add. So if we go top to bottom, I have not done a 7-stripe flag yet. We have a template for a 3-stripe flag. So you go in here and you just change the colors that you want, depending on what flag you want. Then we have a 4-stripe flag. Once again, same deal. It's just pre-existing colors. If I knew whichever the flag they were, I would be lying to you. I don't remember all of them. I just picked ones. And they are all set up to have the pattern go across the flag. 5-stripe flag. This is the one that I use. Hey, Czar. Yeah, this is the one that I use. The 6-stripe flag. And then I'm going to do... I haven't done it yet because I have to hand draw it, but I'm going to do a 7-stripe flag, which, as far as I know, the only one that uses right now is the lesbian flag. The other 7-stripe flags are pretty much all outdated at this point, have been replaced with other stuff. So, like, once I'm going to do that, to do a 7-stripe flag, and then I'm going to do, potentially, the generic pride flag. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the one that has the fucking triangle on the end of it. You know, that one, I'm going to add that, and then I need to go in. And yes, like I said, it's customizable because I wanted it to be. Because fuck you. See, that one, I've left a flag showing. Nice, yeah. I wanted there to be options. This has massively upped the amount of time it's taken to do this. Look, I just remember that shitpost where the pride flag became the Ohio flag. That's a really good one. Wait, is it tomorrow we're getting together? I'm pretty sure it is. Swag, it's tomorrow, isn't it? Yes, oh my god, wait, So yeah, I've got this. You could just hide them all with that. I need to come up, I'm going to put another pattern in. That's going to be a non-flag pattern for people that don't want it. And I'm not really going to market it with as the flags being a thing. They're just going to be there. I remember it was Demonologist or Birdside. It's Demonologist. I've never played Demonologist. Might be fun. Not for either. So yeah. And so this is where this is at right now. Everything else, hide it just because I'm opening Blender and I don't know what the fuck it'll show. I don't have anything inappropriate in Blender, but I'm not taking the chance. But I can't figure out why the fucking materials keep breaking on this fucking Blender file. If the facial tracking if VC Face would get its fucking shit together, that would be amazing. Cocksucking program. Hate it so much. Am I the only person that fucking hates VC Face? Because I fucking hate VC Face. Come on, VC Face. God, fucking turd. I know. I'm literally restarting VC Face. Bear with me. I fucking hate VC Face so much. It's a turd. Like, it just is. I'll be home until 11:30 most likely, as long as, you know, swag. Wasn't sure if that was muscle memory or not. No, God. The pride is an Easter egg. I guess. I might put it as a feature. I might not. I don't know. Love this song. So yeah, it keeps breaking. I don't know why. I haven't figured that out yet. Like, every time I launch this fucking file, the materials are fucked, and I have to delete them and recreate them, and I have not figured out why yet. So, that's great. It keeps breaking, stab it. But this is sized to the stock Wildcats body as opposed to my version, which is beefier because Tiny likes big cat ladies. Big cat lady. Tiny likes the beef. That is entirely true. That is just 100% true. Unless you want to pay my wages for the day. I mean, realistically, like, what? 80 bucks? 100? Anyways, we should play SnowRunner. So yeah, I don't know why this keeps breaking. It's pissing me off, but the most I have ever made is $125 a day, which is pretty baller. Big Bruiser, hello friend. We still got to do more Monster Hunter. I could show off the pup hood intel you got for me. I need to play more Monster Hunter. My schedule just went up in smoke the last 2 weeks. Tiny, do you Monster Hunter as well? I believe so, yeah. Yeah, I really like World. I play Rise, but I really like World. Most I've made was 96 in a day. Yeah. Worth noting that the 125 was a sometimes pay. Typically, I made $100 a day with overtime. Tiny Adventures in Monster Hunter. You've watched me play Monster Hunter, or maybe you haven't. In which case, swag, you should watch my stream more. Just saying. Anyways, I love it when my face tracking works really well because my face tracking is set up really well. It's just the fucking app sucks dick. If someone wants to buy me an iPhone, I'll take it. Anyways, we should do games. Yeah, anyways, I'm really happy with this. It's taking me, I having to remake it from scratch. It's taking me some time. Watches intensely. Well, swag, don't you know about the face under the face? Has Swag never seen the face under the... Swag hasn't seen the PNG tuber. Oh, there it is. Fucking borked again. I fix. I've got to completely remake. I have to completely remake my Sammy. Oh, it wasn't white last time. Yeah. It's got like a skull mask. I am, tomorrow if time permits. What day is it? It's Thursday. I'm gonna add something to the cheek. Skull proto. I need to do some soul searching on the Wildcat stuff because of some things I'm learning. Not proto, it's a Papa Gen. But I did consider, what's the species? Papa Gen. Daddy Gen. Anyways, it's taking time. It's almost ready. I still need to finish setting up the Gumroad. I need to come up with some, I need to figure out how I want to do pictures. I need to figure out how I want to present pictures because Tiny is a big fan of standardization. Let's play video games. I'm gonna have water.
Games helped us survive through the hardest times. Gaming kept us alive through the darkest nights. Games
helped us survive through the hardest times. Gaming kept us alive through the darkest nights. Games helped us survive through the hardest times. Gaming kept us alive through the darkest nights.
But yeah, I love Dan Bull. I've been a fan of Dan Bull for years. I've been listening to, so my introduction to Dan Bull is he made a song. Okay, so this is a throwback to what is now ancient YouTube, and that pains me. Dan Bull made the theme song for Nerd Cubed, and that was my introduction to Dan Bull way back in like 2010, 2011. I think it was 2011. So I used to watch NerdCube's Minecraft videos way back in the day. I don't watch NerdCube anymore. I really fell out of watching gaming channels in general. So like, you know. I have to restart the game. Oh my god, you fuckers missed it. So I was streaming Blender on Tuesday, and these nice people I met at Ferality. That was the one. I'm gonna Alt F4 the fucking game. Might as well. First time I actually listened to one of his songs. His channel was a song he made for Minecraft Xbox 360 edition. I mean, everyone loved his fucking Creeper song. I really like his I'm on Strike, the Forest, Sons of the Forest song. That one's really funny because he doesn't open his mouth the whole time. He just angrily gestures and glares at the camera, and it's fucking great. But I was gonna talk about something and I forgot. I remember. Also, I just hate VC Face so much. Hold on, I'm fixing thing. Because VC Face, he'll like slouch. I don't slouch. I sit up straight. I'm a goddamn adult. I know how to sit in a fucking chair. Friendly people at Ferality, yeah. Could someone add that to quotes, actually? Could someone add to the quotes, I'm a adult, I know how to sit in a fucking chair? Please. I think that's just really funny. I had a lot of fun at Ferality. I'm bummed I didn't get to run into Swag, but it just kind of wasn't really set up for that. It's quote ad, I think. I made a thingy that tells you how to do it. I think it's... Okay, I typed it in wrong because my brain is the size of a small walnut. I'm going to fix that. Dan Bull's Choo Choo Charles song was a funny song. It's really good. Let me fix that right now while I'm thinking about it, while the game is loading. Some of the pennant mods are missing. May not work properly. Why, though? Why, though? I fixed chatbot. We go to fix chatbot. Oh boy, it's time to fix chatbot. Save. I fix. Accept. Accept. What are we doing? What the fuck were we doing? We were here. I remember now. Oh, fuck me. I've got... Okay, this is a long drive. God damn it. Okay. Small walnut. Trying to get small cash rate. I remember what I was going to tell you. It's come back to me. I met these two people. Actually, I met three people. I forgot. One of them's name is Leo something, who was a streamer, and he was an adorable small cat boy. And a very androgynous cat boy. Very thin boy. Another was a kobold called Ziv the Kobold, And another was someone called Kokuma 3D. They were very nice. But they were in my stream on Tuesday because I was doing 3D modeling, and I was on the struggle bus, and so Ziv stopped in to say hi. And Ziv was like, ugh, why are you struggling? Just ask Kuma. And I'm like, I don't know how to get in touch with Kuma. And he was like, ugh, and went and got Kuma. That was an amazing sound. That was an amazing sound I just made. What the fuck? Oh. So he went and got Kuma, and Kuma gave me really good advice. But I was just like bumbling my way through shit, and they called me a himbo. And I was like, excuse me, but Tiny is gender fluid after all. And they were like, fine, Thimbo. Which I fucking loved. So now I have the Thimbo tag. I fucking love that. I thought it was so goddamn funny. I could go see what's up with that bridge, actually. That's vaguely tempting. Because, like, then I wouldn't have to... You know what, we'll just do what we're doing. I noticed it in the tags, yes! I thought it was really funny. Funny? Yeah, he's funny. What's the best way down this mountain? The trailer there. I should have scouted this other direction. Oh well, you know what they say. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Alright. Now I use my foot keyboard to drive the truck. Because I'm lazy. So I have a keyboard at my foot. And I have the spacebar set to accelerator pedal. And so I just put my foot on it. And then I don't have to use my fingers. Listen, some people buy, you know, multi-$100 steering wheel setups. And then Tiny is like, I got this little keyboard, I'm just gonna put it on the fucking floor. There's now a call-out post in the memes channel of your server. Calling who out? I put the parking brake on. Oh my god, it reassigned spacebar a large amount of people. What? Is this something I need to pay attention to? Oh. That's not accurate. I'm dying on the outside, not the inside. Actually, that's not true. I'm dying on every side. All of them, all at once. Jesus Christ. There's another server I've joined, and there's a channel where they are posting perpetual fucking thirst shit, and it is, it's pretty great. Fourth dimensional dying. Oh yeah, did everyone claim or has everyone managed to get their fucking Discord name yet? How's the drama? How's the drama going? Still no email. They don't send an email. It's an alert on Discord. I think I can go this way. Discord was hella pushing me to update it. When I hit remind me later, it said, we'll remind you very soon. How fucking ominous. You might actually want to get on that because a lot of people have not gotten to keep their usernames. There was a cliff there, so I have to go somewhere else. Actually, I think I'm just in the wrong place. Oh, you know what? I can make that. We can make that. It'll be fine. It hasn't said anything yet. Yeah, it'll when you log into Discord, it will very loudly. It'll go Hey. Oi, dickhead. Update your shit. I'm going the wrong way. You know what? I can make that. Get fucked, physics. You guys doubt it, don't lie. Where the fuck am I going? I missed my turn. Oh no, wait, this is my turn. What is happening behind me on the trailer? It's making sounds. Big brain move. Yeah, I used a big brain move. I wish stream markers fucking worked so I could come back and clip later, because they fucking don't. And it's so annoying because, like, that would be really useful if stream marker worked. As opposed to me trying to remember when interesting things happened on stream. Stupid fucking Twitch. Here, you know what? I'll just have to write it the fuck down like I'm a goddamn... Back in May, we used to have to write down our Twitch time stampers. We doodles. Great. That's not obnoxious at all. Was there something else I was going to talk about tonight? I'm not going to be streaming next Saturday. Any timer stampers in chat. Bruh. Yo, the other day Swag was like, I have a community. And I took offense to that. No. Bro, the other day Swag was like, before I had a community, and I'm like, yeah, how'd you get one of those? Where does one get one of these community? I had a really good idea just now. Put on the brake. Hold on, put on the brake. I gotta write it down. I had a really good idea. You bully people until they stick around. Am I too friendly? Am I too friendly and therefore I'm not interesting? Because fuck you then. Fuck you and the horse you mother rode in on. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, he's too friendly. I'm making a note here to add vibrate to the to a resub if I can. So I can, like, set up a whole controller to do some crazy-ass shit with that. My notebook has so much crap written in it. I have to drop my truck off next Thursday to get repaired. Damn insurance companies. To be honest, I wouldn't be where I am if not for bigger streamers, specifically Cody. He raided me, I got some Gremlin followers, started talking outside of Twitch with them, now I'm here. My viewers don't talk in my Discord. I try to post in my Discord as much as I can. Big sad. Whatever. I kind of get the vibe, because I'm not an extroverted person. You tried. I did try. I mean, listen, Dimmy's here. Dimmy's the most popular YouTube streamer I know. He gets shout-outs all the time. What the fuck? This is a goddamn lie. Should I get gassed? There's a little cart right there. I should get gas. I won't need it. I don't get rated. Is that my problem? I know people don't like it when you talk about Twitch channel growth and stuff, but like I don't get rated like ever. Nobody ever tells you that streaming is 80% network and 10% contribution. It might contain 10% insanity. I tried to network, but I I don't think I shill hard enough. I don't know, man. I get really intimidated raiding into bigger streamers because you know how they are. Half the time they ignore you. This is true to an extent, yeah. Cody's great, though. Cody's very nice. I like Cody. I don't like potty humor, though. I think Cody and I should play SnowRunner together. I think that would be fun. It's not going to happen, because why in the fuck would Cody stream with me? But I think it would be fun. Blair raids to Cody and Timber both. You gotta find the correct people who you vibe with. I raid into Cody periodically, because I like Cody. Admittedly, collab efforts do help with that. Hey, Swag, you want to hear a deep cut? Not a deep cut. You want to hear a deep truth? I would totally raid into you all the fucking time because I like watching your streams, but I think our like on-stream personalities are too fucking different. Like, add a fart command and you might summon the Cody streamer. The thing is, I hate that. I hate that. We're both loud ADHD smooth brains. Yeah, but like, I don't do the kinky humor. I do have some fart commands though. Like, I don't do like the. I mean, Swag introduces himself with Sniffa and Alika, and like I know some of my viewers are just like, yeah, no. I don't know. I tried to raid into people I think my viewers will like to watch. Maybe I shouldn't give a shit. But yeah, my chat has gotten super lewd lately. I like to think it's all good-natured, fun, but I do get it. Yeah, like I don't lewd. Maybe I should. I say that. I just wouldn't. Bill Cody's become a league of their own as far as gremlin energy goes, but I don't watch him much. I actually watch Cody regularly. I watch him at least once a week. Please don't fall over. I will cry. Heidi's having a very rough week and does not need his truck falling over right now. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 keep going. Stop, 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 stop thoughts. I need to repack my cargo. Okay. Okay, stop thoughts. Yeah, see, I knew you'd get that one. I knew Swag would appreciate a Stop Dots reference. The Onyxia raid wipe. A fucking classic. Watch out for the fucking tail. Who the fuck? Eastside Mini Wilkes. Now handle it. I should add a. I should add now. I gotta write it down. I should add now. Handle it. Okay, all right, let me add that. There. I haven't noticed this, maybe it's because I'm more of recent viewers, but I haven't seen any of that. In Swag's? Or in mine? Or Cody? Cody has love, I love Cody's gremlin energy, and I like to think that I have a similar level of gremlin energy. I'm kind of a reserved person. I'm really reserved. I'm not used to people, wow. Brace yourselves. I'm not used to people liking me for who I am. So, like, I tend to be really reserved. Because in my experiences IRL, if I dare to behave like myself, people tend to react really negatively. Bitch me to the fuck. That way. Funny you are.
Funny you are. Drive trucks badly, you do. Mayhaps become successful on Twitch, you will not. Sad this makes you.
I don't know. I really want to. I want to forge a community. I dream of that. I want to do that. I want to make. I want a community of people that I can interact with and that I can entertain because I fucking love entertaining people. It's so. It is just. It is up there with one of my favorite things in the world. My favorite thing in the world is still sound engineering. I mean, you have a different vibe compared to most, but that's somewhat because I feel you aren't entirely sanitized. I've wondered if I need to sanitize myself more. Secret to happiness in life, be yourself, and learn that there are others like you in the world. Did they make this truck faster? Because I feel like they made this truck faster. That or just grips better because it's got shit in it. Anyways. And learn that there are others like you in the world, and once you show your true colors, others like you will appear. The thing is, like, maybe I should join Swag for his Soft Puppy Sunday in the interview format. Maybe that would be a thing to do. Ugh. Be a roller coaster. I know how to explain it, but something about you. I have been described as polarizing by people IRL. And abrasive. And an asshole. And a punk. I don't mean... I grew up in a small town. You guys know this. I grew up in a very small town in the southern U.S. that almost entirely voted for Trump. And I moved out of that town because I don't match with anybody that I know. I don't know anyone there who melds with me. And then I went off to college, and at one point during college, I literally had a psychotic breakdown and ended up going on this like 4-year-long coming to Jesus, as we would call it, where I had tried to figure out who the fuck I was, because in the small town I came from, there was no chance for someone like me to develop a personality outside of just being really hostile at all times. Because y'all would not have liked me if you knew me when I was 18 or 19 or even 20. I was really hostile. Like, I was very hostile. I was always on edge. I always had a chip on my shoulder. It was very different. And there's people that have known me from when I was that then through now who this rock is going to kill me. I feel it in my soul. So like, it's, I don't know, man. Like, it's been a lot. I made it. Went off to college and became a damn liberal. I was already a damn liberal. My parents are damn liberals. 14 stuff. Apparently dots are snapshotted when they start and tick their damage based on that point. No. No, dots can crit on their ticks, Julio. They do, however, tick every 3 seconds. Yeah, but you got called that by, we'll call it closed-minded people. As it should be. If you can look back on yourself and don't like yourself, that's a sign of growth. That behavior is most like a defense mechanism. You grew up in a hostile... It is literally a defense mechanism. You were correct. You grew up in a hostile environment, and the only way to survive was to keep your back against the wall. But that wasn't your true self, e.g. look at you now. You're out of that environment. We all know you're crazy, goofy Papa Jim. We all know and love. Fucking preach, Julio. Yeah. That's why... Swag, last time I streamed with you, someone asked you a question of if you could tell yourself something they're like at the age of 15, if you could say something to yourself, what would it be? And that was one of the things where my knee-jerk response was one of those, like, I said a fucked up thing again without realizing it, because I've learned that people who have rough backgrounds tend to say shit that's really fucked up and not realize that it's really fucked up. Yeah, they can crit, but I'm talking as far as buffs and debuffs. Yeah, that is correct. But, because I just say fucked up shit sometimes. But, what was I saying? I've forgotten. Oh yeah, I responded, but there's nothing I can say to make that situation better. Which is not the most fucked up thing I've ever said in response to something like that. I've said infinitely worse things in regards to myself. But, I talked about it on my stream, Swag, like a day or two later when I had some people. And I mentioned that, like, one thing I considered when some people have asked me that question is I would not be the person I am today if my life had gone differently. And as much as I am an emotional train wreck most of the time, and I genuinely am profoundly unhappy most of the time, I would not change. I don't think I would change anything. I don't think I'd change a damn thing in my life. Damn, Tiny, you're making me feel again. Well, we're playing Just Chatting with Trucks. But, like, because I've met people who I know, because they told me, that I had a really positive impact on their life. And to me, that's worth more than any hardship that I've faced. That is worth infinitely more to me. Like, I had a friend in high school, and when he decided he was going to come out as gay, I was the first person he told. He told me months before he told anyone else, even people in our friend group. He didn't tell anyone. And for whatever reason, he trusted me enough to be his confidant and his support for that. I've met people, after I had moved out, who were in bad situations working wise and interacting with people that had poor interests at heart. And, through interacting with me and my kind of staunch, like, fuck you, do right kind of shit, they reevaluated the situation they were in and made changes for the better. And it's not many, like, it's like 4 or 5 people, but I don't know, I value that a lot. I value that very highly. I'm extremely financially unstable. I have entirely untreated mental issues right now that I could or easily treated if I had access to the money and the stuff to do it. And I can trace the fucking through line. I can draw the through line of all the decisions that led me there. And I don't know if I would do that differently. Because ultimately, as someone once told me, I was having a deep heart-to-heart conversation with someone at a convention one day. Someone I've known for, I've known them since I started working conventions. I've been volunteering conventions for 10 years. And their husband, admittedly, I don't know his current status because I don't ask, because I don't want to dredge up anything that's not my business. But their husband was terminally ill in the hospital. Their business was kicking the shit out of them, all this stuff. And they needed someone to talk to. And it just so happened to be someone 40 years younger than them, and it was me. And so we sat there and we talked for probably 2 or 3 hours as they told me about everything they were going through and how it was making them feel, the hardships, the hard decisions they were having to make. And then I told them, because at that time my parents were just starting their divorce, which was, fuck me, I wish they'd gotten divorced when I was a child. But And I ended up telling them about my family and me growing up with them and how my parents are. And they said, their response to me stuck with me. There's been things that people have said in response to me and things that I have said that have stuck with me and that have really been driving forces with decisions I make and how I try to better myself. And the thing that they said was, I'm really impressed with who you are as a person. Because the fact that you are who you are, coming out of the situation you were in, is amazing. And I think about that, because, like, you know, I did not have the hardest upbringing. I didn't have the hardest upbringing, but I didn't have the best upbringing. I never lacked for anything, materialistically. But from a psychological standpoint, the damage is extreme. Like I said, one of my parents is a lawyer. And if you don't think they know how to fucking dig deep and tear at the very fibers of your fucking being, they do. They know how to get right in there and just fucking chip away at you. It took me years to realize how much my parents were gaslighting me over stuff. My parents stole my COVID checks from me. Because I was moving a lot, so for taxes, my residence was listed as their house because they weren't moving, but I was moving a lot. And they just cashed my COVID checks. Like, that's fucking rude. Yeah, it is. Yeah, like, the whole reasons I have trust issues, I'm always hesitant to connect with new people. I don't value myself. That is just the God's honest truth. I do not value myself as a person at all. You know, it's self-loathing issues, all of it comes from my family. But at the same time, like I said, I don't know, I wouldn't change it, because, like I said, I have had a positive, as a result of all of that, I have learned things, and I have had positive impacts on other people by helping them see things, and that is infinitely more important to me than my own happiness. I actually used to do a lot of charity work. To do a little bit of humble bragging, I did 600 hours of community service in 1 year. Just cause I could. I used to do a lot of that. I was in high school, I had free time, it got me away from my family. Let me read Pulio's thing. Like, for me, for instance, I scrolled. I used to be a shitbag, quite frankly. I had anger issues because I was one of the gifted kids and had an extremely poor biological father. I needed counseling and improved, but it's only now in my life I think I'm not an awful prick. I'm just a bit of an asshole sometimes, which makes it a marked improvement. That's nice. It's a nice experience to have about your friend, that is. It takes a lot to think I'm not entirely a bastard, I feel. Tiny's over here smacking us with the feels, as I have been told, my streams are awful because just maximum gremlin energy followed by we're going to have emotional damage now. Recognition is the first step. Yeah, I went to counseling. Like, I have suicidal ideation. I think about suicide on a near hourly basis. And there was a point where it was really bad, and there was a lot of self-harm, and I had a brief moment of clarity and rushed to, at the time, the university's counseling center. And this was the psychological break. And basically, you know, they were like, all right, fill out this form. And I filled out the form. You know, it was a psychological evaluation form. I filled one out. And the results of the form was that I was effectively an emergency case. And so I immediately went in to meet with the head counselor and had a mild breakdown in her office, you know, crying and all that. And then she set me up with a counselor and a group mindfulness therapy, which I did the counselor for the next year, and I did the mindfulness therapy for the semester because that was as long as I was allowed to do it for. And admittedly, I at that point in time, I did not get into sexuality, shall we say, you know, being Arrow Ace, all that. That honestly, that wasn't a revelation until I made about a year ago. Actually, Arrow, I realized about a year ago. Ace, I realized about 6 months ago. And the gender fluid thing was probably about 5 months ago. Is when, you know, because I graduated. I graduated, and I quit my job, and I had time to sit and process, which I hadn't had time to do in the past 10 years. Yeah, so I went to counseling, and lots of counseling sessions. And, you know, obviously, easy identifier that my parents were a major problem, all these, you know, self-esteem issues and blah, blah, blah. And eventually when the counseling came to an end, because it, you know, it was free provided by the school, it comes to an end eventually. I remember the counselor telling me, of all the people that she was seeing, I was one of the few people that she was confident that I would be okay. And depending on the time of day and depending on what my brain's doing, depends on how I process those words. Because some days those words sting quite a lot. Some days they're, you know, it's a vote of confidence. Some days it's a fucking knife in the back of like, oh good, that's what I get to aim for. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons it took me 10 years to get a college. Well, 9 years. It didn't take me 10 years. It took 9 years. It took me 9 years to get a college degree. Money, getting involved with bad people, you know, neglect on some classes that I was doing, overworking myself. There's a laundry list. But the thing I generally don't mention to people in casual conversation is that there was an approximately 3-year period where I had a lot of figuring out to do. And for better or for worse, that was kind of the priority. If you know what I mean. Wouldn't trade this shit for anything. Gremlin Energy and Trauma is apparently very engaging combo. If me sticking around is any indication. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So, I've mentioned this before. I mentioned this in passing, but I haven't really... It wasn't eventful. There you go, yeah. It was a hell of a fucking year. But, like, I mentioned this in passing one time when someone asked about the problems. Because, you know... And also, that's part of the reason I recognize so much about my own behavior and stuff, even if I'm not able to necessarily fix it, is because that is recognizing is like Swag said, it's the first step. Recognizing the problem is the first step, always. And, you know, sometimes you're not able to fix it. Sometimes you know how to fix it, and you just can't. But being able to identify is the most important thing. And as I was explained to by counselors, the only person that can truly identify the sources of your trauma is you. It's just a matter of being able to walk the steps to get there. Figure out who exactly you are could take some while, honestly. I still don't really know who I am, and if someone asked me to put it into words, I'd have no recourse but to slap them. That's why I like Super Lesbian Animal RPG so much. Like, its portrayal of the trans characters as having that period of their life where they just didn't know who the fuck they were. I mean, that, you know, I'm not trans. I know people that are, but I'm not trans. But that resonates super hard with me because I had that period of, I don't know who the fuck I am. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. Like, I don't know what my personality's supposed to be. Some people get to develop that in high school. Some people have to wait till later in life. You can be alive for 3 decades and still not feel like you've grown into the person you want to be. And you know what? That's okay. Yeah, it is. Tell you what, if you guys want a real tearjerker, the if you don't frequent my Discord at all, which I know most of you don't, I'm aware. In the stream update section, there is a massive post, and I think it's pinned for channel updates. It's not pinned. I meant to pin it. I meant to pin that because always will get deleted. Let me pin that. There is a long post from when I hit 300 followers. There. I have now pinned it, which I'd forgotten to do. It was a fucking read, yeah. It was really a post more for... Admittedly, it was more for Raven than it was for anyone else. But, yeah, if you want a real tearjerker, you can go read that. Usually runs on stubbornness, irony, sarcasm, and humor. It works. Yeah, that's kind of how I get through most days. Stubbornness especially. Like I entirely could have dropped out of college. Arguably, I might should have. But I don't like quitting. I don't like losing. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it to win. I always try my best. That's why, even though my stream is so small and I don't make money off of it, really, I'm hell-bent on having as high a quality of stream as I can, because it's important to me to have a high-quality stream. You know, even if I'm not getting the return on it that I necessarily should, it's important. It's more important to me that what I put out is as good as it can be. That matters more to me than what I get back from it. Because if we were to calculate the money I've spent on stream versus the money I've made on stream, I have lost my ass. Shit, dude. This year is the most I've ever made streaming, and it's incredible to me because I made more in 1 month than I did in the entire previous year of streaming. to the tune of like $40 more. Because like some of y'all are generous with gift subs, and that is amazing to me. I went from having 3 subscriptions to having people doing gift subs, and now I have like a regular 10 subscriptions, which is insane to me. But I was going to talk about like the problems thing, because, you know, at surface value, the I haven't talked about it much because I don't know. Gremlin Energy sells more than no, that's not the reason. It's because I'm very reserved, and I don't like talking about myself because I'm afraid people will judge me harshly because of, you know, maybe I didn't suffer enough. That's a doozy of a statement for you. Go ahead and process that one. You know what I mean by that. You know what I mean by that. And oof, I'm sorry. I wish you didn't. But the reason I like the community being called the Problems is because I have been labeled a problem by so many people. So many people I have known have labeled me as problematic and not worth dealing with. Like, that is a label that I have worn most of my life in a lot of places. Because, you know, it's you know, much the same reason here. Like, Tiny will talk politics. Because I think it's important to discuss issues. I will bring up things that I think are wrong. I will disagree with people. I do all of that. I will readily do all of that. But as a result, a lot of people IRL don't appreciate it when you buck the status quo. And I have made a habit out of bucking the status quo in a lot of places. I was so worried those were about to fall off the back of the truck. I'm taking a bad route here just because I don't want this shit to fall over. I think most people wouldn't vocalize. You know, any amount of suffering is too much, quite frankly, but it does build character. It does. Although, to quote Yahtzee Croshaw, throwing a cinder block off the back of a truck does not equal a character arc. But no, the reason I went with I like the Problems, and I did vote on it because if everyone hated it, I wasn't going to do it, is, you know, this idea that, you know, I'm a problem. I've been labeled a problem many times, and I'm sure that people who are like me and people who have similar personalities to mine, or at least connect with mine, have also been labeled as problems in their life. And that's fine. That's fine. You can come be my problem. I don't like turning people away. Every time I've had to ban someone from the stream, it has come with a great deal of thought and consideration, because I don't want to turn away someone just because they're annoying. You know, you never know if they need a place. And so every time I've banned someone, it has... I want you to know that every time I've banned someone who hasn't just, like, come in and said something horrendous, I've thought about it for, like, weeks. Agonized over it. It is not a move I do lightly. Which also means I put up with some shit that I really fucking shouldn't have, that I should have put my foot down on, and I didn't because I'm a fucking softie. I am a fucking softie. But, no, it's like... people like me, the normal people, proclaim them to be problematic and dismiss them and don't want anything to do with them. And that's bullshit. There's perfect merits to many people, and, you know, King George would have argued that the Founding Fathers were fucking problematic. In fact, I guarantee you they would have. how we ended up with America out of it, and, you know, despite America being America, you know, some people describe America as problematic. America's still pretty goddamn great. Just because you're a problem doesn't mean you're not great. Just because you're a problem doesn't mean there's not a spot for you. You know, it's not really conveyed, I guess. You know? But it's kind of about taking that moniker of being a problem and just being like, yeah, fuck it, so what if I am? My game isn't centered on the screen. I just noticed that. Yeah, I don't know. That matters to me. Parts truck for a second. Huh? That's so weird. Anyways. I don't know. It matters to me. It may not matter to anyone else. Problems are merely puzzle pieces with no clear place at the moment. Yeah. I don't know. I value the taking a negative. I don't like labels. Like I don't like labels. That's why I don't have a preferred pronoun posted anywhere, because ostensibly my preferred pronoun is it's. But I don't really care what people refer to me as. I don't even, like, the reason I refer to myself in the third person half the time is because I like it better than using, you know, a pronoun or something. But, I don't know, I like taking negative labels and making more out of them than I suppose other people would. Or seizing the means of production for ourselves in terms of what the name means. I don't know. I'm not a super philosophical person, despite me being aggressively philosophical at all times. Do you think this warehouse has bricks? I don't know, man. I'm just hoping for the best. There, did that ruin all the gremlin energy for everyone? You are Tiny. Tiny exists. If people have a problem with Tiny, they can get beds. Oh, I don't want them to be mad at me. No for once. I've got to figure out this fuel situation. Much gremlin for it to ever fully go away. Yeah. I do like that Swag, who I'm assuming is left because Swag's a busy person. Swag's productive, unlike me. I like that Swag does that soft puppy Sunday. I think that's really good. I like that idea. It is a good idea. You have a certain something that brings people in, I feel. I don't know what it is, but you have it. Yeah, but I think it's polarizing. It's also because I'll talk politics, and I tried for a long time to just not. But there's too much stuff going on, I think, to not to like, there's too much stuff going on to put your head in the fucking sand. Y'all see that DeSantis, before he announced his run for president, pushed through a legislation in the Florida state government that allows him to remain as governor while running for president, so that way when he loses he's not winning the election. When he loses the election, he doesn't lose his fucking power. Do you guys know that was a thing? Like, because that was a thing. And that should not be the case. You should not allow to run for president and still be the governor of the state. Like, no. Because also, he's going to be using state funds to pay for that shit. I don't know this. Isn't that illegal as shit? No, it's not illegal because he changed the laws to make it not illegal. Like I said, there's too much stuff. If there's too much stuff to not have an opinion. You don't have to have an opinion on everything. You don't need to be. You don't need to stand up for everything. There is a song from Skindred, and there is a chorus in it, and the chorus is "Stand for something or you'll fall for anything," which is a good line. You don't need to stand up for everything, but you should at least have opinions about some things. So, from that standpoint, I reject the idea that talking about politics should be completely verboten. And politics outside the U.S. is important too. You know, we live in a global society. A gnat farts on the other side of the world. It's going to affect bread prices. I heard Nowhere Generation by Rise Against the other day. Fuck, that hit close to home. Nowhere Generation is an amazing song. We are the Nowhere Generation. We are the kids that no one wants. We are the credible threat to the rules that you set. A cause to be alarmed. And my personal favorite part, a line from Nowhere Generation, is the smoke on the horizon was the burning promised land. It is an aggressively millennial song. And I know Zoomers fit into it quite well as well. But it is aggressively millennial. Because I'm sure everyone who's around my age remembers all of those goddamn promises. I missed my fucking turn. No, I didn't. Never mind. Yeah, I'm sure they all remember those promises. You just go to college and you'll get a job. You just suck 13 dicks and you'll get the fourth one free or some shit. You know, whatever the fuck. An anthem for all those who were promised the world were given nothing but hardship. That is a very accurate statement. I need to start shopping for roommates because my roommate wants to get a remote job and move to Pittsburgh to be with their significant other. And if they do that, I'm going to be homeless unless I can find a fucking roommate and a job that pays well enough, so hooray. But that's a tiny problem. Don't worry about that. God, that fucking hurts. Have you heard that song, Demi? It's an alt-rock song, so, it's in that genre in terms of, I don't like all alt-rock songs. I have not, no. It's really good. It's a very good song. Yeah, so it's like the smoke on the horizon was the burning promised land. That place used to be somewhere, but they stole it out from under us. Yeah, you can go ahead and do a link. Very good song. I don't know about y'all. Let me ask y'all a question. Tiny's been, you know, open and vulnerable on this stream like Tiny gets. So if you're curious, by the way, why Tiny is particularly feely right now, it's because I have to go visit my family next weekend, and that's always really stressful for me. And I get really tense and antsy and easily agitated, so. And I get oversharey when I'm that way. But let me ask y'all a question. A question. Part of my I'm going to contextualize the question, then I'm going to ask it. Part of my goals for establishing a community is I want a community where people can discuss stuff and not necessarily have to agree with each other. That is one of my goals, and I know that's a hard fucking goal. That's a high bar. That's extremely ambitious. Granted, the thing is, if you're going to do that, you have to do it from the ground up. You can't introduce that later. And I'm sure I would have more success if that was not a priority of mine. But here's my question. The start of... Not the question. Here's the continuation before the question. The start of that kind of stem... Honestly, when I move out, I'm probably going to go no contact with my stepdad. He's quite... Frankly, he's a racist who doesn't want to admit it. Fuck him. I'll tell you right now, the only reason I haven't gone no contact with my family is because they have money. They do. They have money and I don't. That's the whole fucking reason. They got money. Tiny does. I mean, on Twitch that might be ambitious, but in general it's not such a lofty goal if you want to call it that. Yeah. My kind of start with that goal is people discussing video games, because as everyone here knows, people get really hostile discussing video games. I had someone do that to me yesterday, actually. I had someone yesterday get really aggressive at me about a video game that we were talking about. The reason my mom sticks around is because she wouldn't be able to support us on her own. Yeah. I know people who've been in situations like that. And money is... A lot of our societal problems would be fixed if we had a better wealth distribution. Because a lot of the bad things that people put themselves through are directly correlated to needing money. But we'll come back to that. See, this is why people don't watch me. This isn't happy gremlin fun times. This is we're digging a little deep here. We're cutting a little close to the fucking a little close to the bone. We're just sitting keep fucking hoarding money, absolutely. But yeah, video games. Kremlin politics time. That moment where Twitch decides you don't get any of your fucking badges anymore, and it just posts your name. A lot of people get really hostile about video games. So, like, I believe it still says it in my channel, because I have the channel values, not necessarily rules. And in it, there's a thing about stripped of their identity. What do you mean? Elaborate, Demi. I will continue. But a lot of people get really aggressive over discussing video games. Hey, Norway, how's it going? Norway, I'm glad you're here. We're discussing the merits of video game-based discussions and the difficulties of having those discussions because people get really hostile about it. But anyways, welcome in. Anyways. What was it saying? Oh, yeah! Nah, you've all seen it. People get rabid. They'll go at each other's throats discussing video games. And they get really hostile about it. And, you know, for me, one of the priorities with the Twitch stream is facilitating a space where you can go, yeah, I don't like Breath of the Wild for these reasons. Yeah, I don't like Elden Ring for these reasons. Yeah, I don't like EA for these reasons. Yeah, I don't like insert thing here for these reasons. Or, yeah, I really like this thing, but it does these things that are really bad, and I really wish it wouldn't do them because it degrades the game as a whole. That kind of shit. Because in most communities, I don't think you get to have... From what I've seen, you don't really get to have those conversations. It's gamers. So my question to y'all is... I'm trying to think of a way to phrase it that isn't make people upset and make them leave. Which this thing didn't do this because it degrades the game as a whole. Wow, the entire COD series in a sentence. Thankfully, I don't see too many streamers where you can Thankfully, I don't see too many streams where you can respectfully disagree. That sentence is confusing me. Damn it, that sentence is confusing me. Help. You mean unfortunately? I'm still confused by the stripped of their identity bit that you said earlier. Either I want to go over here and cross that, or I want to try to shove myself through this fucking forest. I'm gonna try to shove myself through this forest. No, my question to y'all is, do you feel like on my stream is the place where, at least with video games, is you can have a differing opinion? That was in reference to Julio's 10's badges missing for that one message. Oh, okay, yeah. Do you feel like on my stream you can have a differing opinion about a game and voice it? Because I want that to be the case. This may not be the best route. Because there's a mountain. There's a hill. I can go along the water. Let's try that. Absolutely, you might end up in a discussion about it, but that's kind of the appeal. This is incredibly sketchy. I'm gonna go the other way when I leave here, I think. What I meant to say was, I don't see too many streams where you can't go against the grain, as it were, and not be called alt-right or some shit. My brain is still not processing right now. Is that worded better? Let me say is, I don't see too many streams where you can't go against the grain, as it were, and not be called alt-right or some shit. My brain has been fried for like the past week, so reading comprehension is at an all-time low. Let me attempt to get truck over rock. Local man eats truck into a river, more 11. Ugh. I don't see too many streams where you can't go against the grain, as it were, and not be called an alright shit. Okay, let me phrase it in this thing, because just my brain is not, the gears are not meshing right now. Are you saying? I didn't see too many streams. I don't know why my brain is just not processing suddenly. Are you saying that most streams you see, if you disagree with the common discourse, you will get yelled at? And his brain is belt driven, it's running on string. It's yes. Yes, that's okay. My goal is to not be that place. Can I refuel from this? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, my goal is to not be that place. Like, I don't want to rain on anyone's parade. I don't want to decry them and what they enjoy and stuff. because that's mean, you know? Everyone's got their own shit going on. There's only 2 bricks in this cocksucking warehouse. This is bullshit. Fuck. Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of my goal. Is like I want to be a place where you can disagree without getting attacked. You know, maybe you'll get annoyed. That's happened. I think we've discussed, like, most of us here have seen enough of the discussions that have happened that, yes, sometimes people get annoyed at other people. But my hope is, and I guess my job is partially to act as a moderator, is to keep it from... I saw your thing. Let me negotiate this river real quick, and then I'm going to read it. Sorry, Tiny. I give me a second. It's not... The river's not going well. Okay, we're clear. I've been lurking while playing Diablo, lol, but I do agree with Demi enough to speak up. Mob mentality is crazy, and when you go into a stream and disagree with the streamer, you're generally gaining anywhere from 1 to thousands of people trying to... No, I looked away! Put the parking brake on. You're generally gaining anywhere from 1 to thousands of people trying to suck the streamer off by attacking you with the streamer's mentality. Yeah, and I really don't want that to be the case. I really do not want my stream to be that. Please don't flip over! Okay, we're good. That's important to me. Think of it this way. I follow a lot of queer streamers that are generally left-leaning. I haven't seen many give the feeling that you can't be on the other side or even in the middle without feeling ousted or ostracized as a result. I've had that. It's better to be annoyed in a safe place than have to go to an echo chamber to talk about something. That is a good way to put it. Julio, add that to the quotes. I want it to be a safe place for discussion. I was hesitant to say this next thing because Tiny, I'm Tiny Rick. Thanks for being around lurking. I do appreciate that. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you're enjoying. I don't know why you would be, but I'm glad you're here. This is how you grow as a human. While echo chambers just reinforce bad ideas and mentalities. Yes, that is entirely correct. I have a no fascist policy. Like, if you come in here and say some, like, just pure on, like, homophobic, transphobic, insane, racist stuff, like, no, no platform for that. No. But one thing that I tried to work on a lot as I moved out of being really toxic was just shutting the fuck up when someone said something I disagreed with. Like, I don't want you. This is gonna be so adjacent to bashing, and I don't want it to be, but it's just a really good example because it's happened a lot recently. I don't play Activision Blizzard games. I don't buy them for reasons. If you want to know the reasons, I can list them, but I don't buy them. I don't play the new Harry Potter game. I don't support J.K. Rowling. I don't buy Ubisoft games. And there's reasons for that. There's reasons based off of actions of those companies and shit that I don't do that. But it's really important to me that I don't blast other people for it, because, as I've said, you cannot be an activist about everything. You can't. It doesn't work that way. If you were to be an activist about every waking thing, everything you interact with in your life, you would have nothing. You would have nothing. And, you know, the reason I bring that up is because, like, Diablo 4 is out. Diablo 4 is wildly popular. I know people that are playing it that love it and are having a wonderful time. And I haven't said a fucking thing about it because I don't buy games from Activision Blizzard for reasons. And if you're having fun with it, do it. Do it. Play it. Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, my ethics and my reasonings... Ethics? No, that's not the right term. My reasonings for not doing a thing is not a justification for ruining someone else's happiness. Oh my god, truck, please. Truck, please. Truck, please. Please, truck, go. It's so slow. It's getting swept down the river. So, like, yeah, I'm not going to play Diablo 4, but that's not a reason for someone else to not play Diablo 4. I'm not going to play Call of Duty. That's not a reason for someone else not to play Call of Duty. If it makes them happy, that's the more important part. Because at the end of the day, the only one responsible... At the end of the day, there's so much shit in the world that'll ruin your day and make you miserable. You gotta take your happiness where you can get it. Honestly, this is why I like my friend group so much. We're all great friends, but we're from such different backgrounds. And we have different political opinions, and it encourages discussions. I'm just getting swept down the river. Is that not what real freedom is, Tiny? You don't want to do it, so you don't. But you aren't ruining other people's happiness. Yeah. I mean, if you're like, you know, if you're a racist, go fuck yourself. But like, it's the same thing. You know, I think everyone here has probably heard it 1,000 times. Why do certain people care so much about who fucks someone else? Why do you care so much? It's not your business. If you don't like gay sex, don't have gay sex. If you don't like gay marriage, then don't marry someone of the same gender. As long as it's not my wife, I don't care who you fuck. Exactly. And some people don't care if you fuck their wives. That's their prerogative. Like, that is entirely their prerogative. And as a result, you know, if I'm going to hold to that belief, I also need to act on it, you know? Fuck Activision Blizzard. Why are you playing their game? That's horrible. No. If it makes you happy, then do it. Because, like I said, man, you gotta take it where you can get it. You gotta take the happiness where you can get it. Because there's enough shit in this world to beat you the fuck down that you don't need, you don't need it. Nobody had a reason to bring until the month rolled over. It only has to be everyone's business, which is really fucking weird to me. I had a thought the other day. Do you guys want to hear a hot take? And I know people here are going to disagree with this opinion. And since previously stated, that is okay. I like that I'm moving this hand, this hand, and it's... Yeah, whatever. I love hot take. This is a hot take. People that complain about corporations putting pride iconography on their social profiles for 1 month, who also put pride iconography on their profile for the same month, should shut the fuck up. This was a bad river crossing. I should not have gone here. Never mind, we're okay. Yes, the companies that are doing it are often being disingenuous. But they're not the only ones. I don't know anyone in particular, but I have definitely seen people who put, they put a pride, they don't talk about it 99% of the time. They ain't out there arguing for the rights, but when Pride Month rolls around, they stick that little flag on their fucking profile picture, and then they start joining in on the bandwagon of hating on companies that are doing the same thing. Maybe, something rocks in glass houses. Well, that could apply to almost anything, really, yeah. It's one of those things of, is raging against companies really the best course of action there? You should rage against the politicians instead. Freedom at its core is the ability to let other people do what makes them happy as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else. The moment your freedom's infringed on someone else's, you either stop or you're a shitbag. Yeah. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, motherfuckers. That's what we're here for. It's the American dream. I can apply to almost anything really. Well, heard it a lot this month specifically. People are upset corporations are using Pride Month for gain, and it's just like, what do you want? You want everyone to celebrate Gay Pride Month or not? I'm a little confused. Raging against companies depends on the company, I guess. That's the thing. Disney's a weird one. Let's talk about, let's use Disney as an example, because Disney's in a peculiar place. I think everyone here is, you know, I'm sure everyone here knows to at least some extent, you know, fuck Disney. But like, Disney does a lot of gay baiting in their movies. I know where this is going probably. Owl House is where this is going. Disney does a lot of gay baiting in their movies. That is emphatically true. But then they also have TV programming that isn't gay baiting, it's just representation. And someone told me one time, and they pointed out, they're like, yeah, you can sit there and decry Disney for, I'm going to this warehouse, Disney for gay baiting, but at the same time, Disney also is out there having one of the best, you know, LGBT representation pieces of media on the market. Which is a bit of having your cake and eating it too, I guess. But I remember what that person said. I know who it was. Some of you here probably know who it was, because you might have been here for the conversation, because it was on my stream. But basically, they were saying, you know, hey, yeah, they do gay baiting in their large feature films, where if they were to go whole hog, they would get absolutely slammed by a large population. And then in places where they are not going under, you know, threat of being dogpiled, they go whole hog. Which definitely does not, you know, this does not turn it into a black and white issue. It kind of, I think, highlights the fact that it is a gray area. You know, like, it is just a gray area. Yes, on one hand, they are technically doing a bad, and on the other hand, they're doing the good. And that kind of comes down to when you're evaluating a company, you don't get to evaluate a company as a whole. Unless it's Activision Blizzard. Fuck Activision Blizzard. No. You don't want to evaluate a company as a whole, because a company is an entity made up of people. It's just a name for a group of people. It's like furries. It's like weebs. It is a name of a group of people. It is not a singular entity. It's like a hive mind. Of course there's 4 fucking bricks over here. I'm gonna have to come back over here to get those bricks at some point, aren't I? So yeah, like, how do I get out of here? Do I just drive down this ravine and hope for the best? That seems like a bad idea. It would equate to me saying you're a terrible streamer because one person in your chat said something offhand. No! Controller, no. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely companies that, like, based off their track record, most things they do is in bad faith, and so it's an easy assumption to assume that it's in bad faith. I think that's why, like, it's easy to go, well, Disney does it in bad faith, because Disney does a lot of things in bad faith. No, don't whatever that was. No freezing. Okay, just roll down the hill. Roll down the hill. Gently. Gently. Oh! I'm surprised that worked. I haven't flipped over a truck yet today, and that's concerning. But I did just kill a man. Hive mind of the game. Gays. The only thing that comes close to that is Be Gay Do Crime and the bisexuals eating garlic bread and taking over Poland. I love Be Gay Do Crimes. That's one of my favorite slogans. I at the gaming store I was at, They had a Pride Month shirt. It was a tiger with half its face missing, and the other, so half of it was tiger face, half of it was tiger skull. Already right in my wheelhouse. And then it said, "Cringe, pride, or die." And I fucking loved that. I need to take a picture and show it to y'all. It's in the wash right now, though. I don't own a lot of t-shirts with writing on them. Something about that. Yeah, I'll show you a picture. It's a local creator's shirt, so you know, if you want one, I could tell you where to get it, or I could figure it out. I can just call it the store. I was about to say the name of the store. I maybe I don't do that. I talked to my girlfriend yesterday, and I think I ended up saying "Be gay, do crime" is popular, but they can't tell you the crime is tax evasion without the IRS getting on your ass. Well, listen, I want y'all to remember that I do know the secret to marrying your life partner in a state where they don't want you to. Just remember, at the altar, right after you kiss, if you say "no homo," it's not gay marriage. Remember that. This is a pro tip. Pro tip. Just this is gonna get you. This is gonna get you through. This is tax fraud. Hey man, tax fraud's some gangster shit. We all know this. Everyone wants to be a gangster until it's time to commit fat tax fraud. Friends with tax benefits. Haven't you ever seen I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry? I have. Do they say... I haven't seen it in a long time, though. Do they say "no homo" at the altar? Because that would be amazing. I'm pretty sure they don't. Look at all these bricks. They don't, but it was a similar premise. Yeah. Yay, pluck. I love that it's got a buffalo on the side of it. You guys ever had bison? Like, have you ever had bison? It's really good. You're like, Tiny, what kind of bougie ass shit is this where you get to go have bison? Well, the joke is you go to Ted's Montana Grill and then you get to have bison for this, like, $1 more than beef. That's a pro strat for you right there. The pictures do not do justice to how big those fuckers are. No, it don't. Like, I've seen a cow in real life. I haven't seen a bison, so I can imagine. It's like a train. Like, has anyone here never, like, seen a locomotive in person? I know, everyone here is just fucking rolling their eyes like, oh god, he's talking about trains again. But no, like, have you ever seen a train in person? They're insanely big. I have, yeah. Like, they're fucking huge. I've seen both bison and buffalo are fucking ginormous. Yeah. I would sell Julio's left testicle for a better winch right now. Deal. To free your testicle, Julio. You can't afford a better winch with just my left one. Gotta at least take... Damn. Damn, what do you gotta pull him out of Martini's purse first? I assume that in your relationship, you and Martini are both wearing the same pair of pants. It's just, I get that vibe. Y'all feel free to process that statement. The yoga pants, to be precise. Oh, so you get to... No, they're like really stretchy sweatpants, so you can fit both your legs in one leg. Yeah, what a great mental image. Well, Pulio's a penguin, so it's really... He just fits in the leg by default. I had someone say... I was debating if I was going to mention this earlier. I had someone say something to me yesterday that was like, I know they didn't say it to be offensive and dismissive, but like, it was really dismissive, and it was kind of offensive. And I've been debating if I tell y'all about it or not. It's less than 2 people in pants than it is a kangaroo pouch deal. Is that Martini's persona a kangaroo? Or is it a kangaroo now? Now that we've decided that it is. We've all decided. Everyone take note. Her persona is water. Fair. A water kangaroo. Or a wateroo. Kangutter? That sounds like a dumb Pokemon. We did it! We did it! It's only taken us 4 goddamn live streams, but we've finally done an objective. I can fix my trucks. We do have the moose and the muskox in the northern areas. Cool watching a full-grown moose running past you 20 centimeters away. That sounds terrifying. Shout out to everyone that gets the promoted reference, because that's a pretty good reference. There's a Battlefield Friends reference. I live in Alaska, lol. There are moose and bear everywhere. Nice. Moose do not fuck around. No, they don't. I feel like the moose is the fuck around and find out of the animal world. Like, I know a lot of animals are that way, but I feel like the moose is, like, quite possibly the most fuck around and find out animal. Ugh, my truck is repaired. Oh, is this what fucking love feels like? I wouldn't know. I love when you honk really fast and it just gives up, but you see the guy and they're just fucking going for it. Vickroll told me I should mod out the guy in the cab with a different, like with a fucking, like a furry or something. No one's done it, but he told me I should. But the thing is, I don't know how to do that. Looks like he's absolutely punishing himself. The Long Strokes Protogen driver. I don't know what engine this game is in. I think it's something... Vickroll told me one time, but it's something in-house, I think. Oh, there's new decals, but I can't customize my truck. Damn it. Guys, there's Warhammer 40k decals in the game now. I just remembered. We need to do that. The tuning shop. We gotta do the tuning shop. This is important. Where do I get metal rolls? Oh my god. Oh. Never mind. I get them all over the fucking place. Or I get metal beams. All over the fucking place. Trailer cone, we need you! Runs on the Havoc engine. That's a physics engine, Coolio. So, Havoc is a physics engine. It's part of it. It was during a hunt. I was one of a group that was scaring moose towards the hunters. It slowly just turned around when it got to a cliff. It was a fascinating event. Swarm engine, apparently. Yeah, that was it. Listen, I told Vickrell that if he can get me a job at Saber, I will buy him a hot dog. I'll do it too. Actually, there was a job opening today at the place where my roommate works. It's a different department there, but I like started hyperventilating. I got really excited. Lurking for late shower. Don't say insane. Listen, Demi, the pro move is you put your cell phone in a plastic Ziploc baggie and you take it in the shower with you. Just saying. Demi, shower. Hi, Flair. Welcome in. You've missed a lot. Most phones these days are waterproof. What are you on about? Oh, I do it to keep water from getting in the charging port. That's the only reason. Just keep water out of the charging port and the speakers. Of all the things that bring you out of lurk, Flair, wireless charging. Oh, but wireless charging is really inefficient. I was transitioning to work. Aw. What's your work pronouns? What a stupid question. So yeah, I applied for a job at the place my roommate works, and I'm really hoping I get that job because, like, yeah, is that out of character? Yeah, Flair does come in with the weirdest shit. So I'm gonna be real. If I can find an open source Protogen model, I will fucking find a way to mod a Protogen driver in for you. Honestly, I'm pretty sure there is some. For what I'm allowed to use for a mod. I should ask Vickrell about it, because Vickrell... For those of you that don't know who I'm talking about, I keep mentioning this dude Vickrell. Vickrell's like the head of the 3D team for SnowRunner. Who watches my stream periodically. And he keeps wanting to play SnowRunner with me, and I think I'm gonna make him an offer for next Thursday to do that. But yeah, he said it was super fucky the way the guy works. Does his leg move when I go on and off the accelerator? No. That would be excessive if it did. There is apparently a mod called Hire Another Driver. Really? I need to look at that. I've only ever looked at truck mods. Because I like trucks. Big fan of trucks. Big old trucks. But yeah, here, let me drop something on y'all that someone said to me the other day that I profoundly did not like. Admittedly, I am deadass going to check to see if they're watching. They don't watch me, but I'm going to check anyways. We were talking about, I was in a Discord call, and it sounds exactly like the Chicago Blackhawks goal horn. Blair, if you want, I can ask Vickrell which horn that is, because he would know. He said a horn on one of the trucks is the horn off, is literally the recording of his bus. Because he owns a bus, which is cool. So, we were talking about games and stuff, and like our favorite games in this voice chat I was in, and so naturally I mentioned that, you know, one of my favorite games is Final Fantasy 14. And I'm like, I really like it. It's like, it's one of my favorite games. You know, I highly recommend it. But it does come with the caveat of, you know, it's a MMO. And MMOs aren't for everyone. And basically I said that, and this person was like, yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is not very good. And I'm like, what? And they're like, it's just a traditional MMO. And I'm like, well, it's not a traditional MMO. It's what's called a theme park MMO, which is also what World of Warcraft is. Neither one of them are actually traditional MMOs. And their response was, I have 300 hours in Final Fantasy 14. I know what it's like. And I'm just like, huh? What? And 300. I have 9,000 hours in 14. And I was like, 300 hours, my guy, I have 700. I'm not even at the stuff people clamor about. Yeah. And they were like, and the raids are really boring. That you just stand around and do a rotation, and then you move periodically to avoid an attack. And I'm like, yeah, like, you know, Elden Ring. Or Monster Hunter. Or Call of Duty. Like, what a blanket statement. I didn't respond. Like, after they said that, I stopped. I was like, I'm not. There's nothing for me to add here. Like, this conversation is not gonna happen. I was low-key offended. Partially because, like, I've got 1,200 hours in that game now. Yeah. Because, you know, when they were like, oh, the raids are really boring. You just stand around and dodge AoEs. And then every now and then you move somewhere to get a buff. And then you move somewhere else to get rid of the buff. And I'm just like, that is not how fights in 14 work at all. They're really active these days. Like, you have to be moving constantly. Just because everyone can play video games doesn't mean everyone should play video games. Yeah, and I was just like, this is. I'm like, well, they've changed a lot. They were that way. Like, there was a period of time where fights in 14 were very much that way, but that was a while ago. That was like 6+ years ago. They're very different. And yeah, I like I said, I didn't engage with it past that point. I was like, all right, this conversation's done. I'm not doing this. But yeah, it was low-key really offensive. One, because we were in the middle of a conversation about our favorite games, and I mentioned mine, and their response was to just shit on it. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. It's only a game that I've been playing for, you know, since like 2014 or so, that I have thousands and thousands of hours in that I have a deep emotional connection to. Thanks for saying something really reductive about it. I appreciate that. Never worries. Everyone has their gameplay. Because I was literally, as in that conversation, I was about to say MMOs are not for everyone, because they just aren't, man. Like, it does not bother me. Like, Flare did not get into 14. That's fine. Listen. Flare, no judgment. It's a fucking MMO, and it's got a really dry start. They just aren't for everyone. Like, not everyone wants to sink just shitloads of time at a really slow pace. It's just, most people aren't gonna really enjoy an MMO. That's totally fine. I get it. I don't like most MMOs. No! Okay, we're okay. Yeah, I should have streamed it and focused more on the story. Crisis averted. That was close. Can we go this way? Wait. I think we've got it. Right here. The thing is, like, it's a big time commitment, Flare. Like I said, I've got 9,000 fucking hours in that game. That's so much time! I took an entire year and I didn't play the fucking game, and I've still got 9,000 hours in it. Like, holy shit. This is not a great angle that I'm at. So, like, there is no I do not get bothered by people that don't get into 14. It takes a lot. It takes a big investment to get into 14. It's worth it, it's rewarding, but at the same time, it's fine. There's a wealth of games to play. And to quote myself, saying a game gets good 30 hours in is not exactly a fucking glowing recommendation. You know what I mean? Like, saying something gets good after a certain number of hours is not a great recommendation. Like, that's kind of shit. And 14 kind of does that. It gets good later on. Yeah, it was... If I would have started it when I was like 17 or 18 instead of 28, I'd probably be playing it more. Yeah, I started it when I was... I don't know, like 23 or so. I've sunk 3K hours into Apex Legends and have way less to show for it than you probably do. At least your game, the grind reaps more results. That is one of the reasons I don't want to hate. That is one of the reasons I like 14, is because when you're caught up with the story and you can log into the game for an hour and you can get a lot done. And that's one of my favorite things about it, is that I can hop into Final Fantasy XIV for an hour, and I can run a dungeon, I can do daily quests, I can go to the casino and do some degenerate gambling, I can check on my, I can do a beast tribe, I can do a, I can do my weekly crafting turn-in, I can go update my island to make sure my little mammoths are making the stuff properly. I can do all of that in an hour. In one fucking hour, I can get all of that done. Every time I play Fallout 76, it takes me an hour just to craft the fucking ammo I need so I can go do something. So yeah, like... I get a lot out of it, but not everyone's gonna get a lot out of it. I know people that play 14. Y'all have got me I've gotten me talking about 14 again. Oh god. I know people that have that only play the main story. That's all they do. They play the main story. If there's a side story that they really like, they go do the side story, but other than that, they do not participate in the grind. They don't do raids, they don't do dailies, they don't do weeklies. They are just there for the story. That's all they do. Which means, like, you know, basically, in between story patches, they don't play the game. So most of the year, my lip is disintegrating. They're not playing the game. And I like that 14 lets you do that. Also, I fucking love Apex Legends, but I suck at it. Oh. It was fun playing Khajiit Magic TPS Templar in ESO. Sometimes people ask why I played a race that don't give magic bonus. Khajiit is fun. Played PvP with it and named it 8 Lives Left. Hell yeah. I played a Khajiit in ESO. I've played a couple of ESO characters, but I did do a Khajiit. I wanted to do a heavy weapons rogue Khajiit, so I did. I played a great sword Khajiit rogue because it was funny. Because you can do that. ESO's got enough build complexity that you can do that if you want. I like ESO a lot, actually. If I'm playing an MMO that isn't Final Fantasy XIV, which isn't much these days, it's usually ESO. Because, hot take, ESO is actually pretty good. I really wish, this goes back to that thing we were talking about earlier about criticizing games. ESO would be better if they had a structured way for you to start at the beginning of the story and play through it chronologically without having to look up a guide. I think if they did that, ESO would be much better off for it. But I haven't played through the latest, I haven't played through Elsewhere, I haven't played through whatever the latest thing is, but I did play through Skyrim. I did that storyline, and I had a lot of fun with it. I really enjoyed that one. let's head to this warehouse and see if we can pick up our shit there that we need for this, these metal rolls. I don't know if I'm going to find all of them there, if I'm going to have to run over to this warehouse. I hope I don't have to hit all of these warehouses, because that would suck massively. But I'm betting I won't have to. Need to go eat, be back in a moment. Yeah. I never got into ESO PvP, so I don't know what it's like. I did get into PvP in Guild Wars 2, though. ESO's beginning grind, if you haven't been with it from the start, it's just so daunting. It is. ESO's really confusing to get into, and I think a lot of narrative MMOs are that way, because Final Fantasy XIV is really confusing at the start. Like, your first 15 levels of Final Fantasy XIV, you are just going to be fucking confused. You just will be. It's going to be confusing. And ESO's kind of the same, where your first X number of hours, it's just confusing. I'm still confused about shit in that game. It's kind of wonky. I do know that if you can get turned into a werewolf at like level 5, though, it's super OP. And I think it's really fun to get turned into a werewolf super early, so you can just go around and break shit. What I have to do is ask and go to a zone where there's the werewolf stone, and then just ask in chat, and someone will turn you into a werewolf. They usually will. That's what I would do. Sometimes I would hang out around the stone, and people would be like, I can be a werewolf, and I'm like, all right, you're my werewolf for today. Made a Dunmer that looked like a young Snoop Dogg with red hair by accident. That is amazing. I made an Argonian one time because I was fucking around with the characters creator, and I realized that the Argonians are fucking jacked. Like, the Argonian male, they're huge. They're so jacked. It's crazy. So I made one, obviously, because fuck it. But it was like, you basically still in tutorial until you hit whatever the prestige tier is, and you get access to higher level stuff. I think I dumped like 50 hours in and still hadn't cleared it. Same. I think I may have gotten one character to that point. Big lizard men, yeah. Big lizard men. I wish the tongue had more animations than just out. Just bleh. I was also a Dragon Knight, so it was the fire class. I made a Dragon Knight. They were really fun. I started banging my head against the domens, and that pretty much ended my ESO career. Yeah, I haven't touched ESO in probably 2 years. But I'd still recommend it. I recommend ESO before I recommend Guild Wars 2. I know Guild Wars 2 has had a huge surge in popularity, but I was there when Guild Wars 2 was at its worst, and it was bad, man. It was rough. It was rough supporting the game, dude, through that time. Like, when Guild Wars 2 was at its low point, it was low. But that was then. This is now. Guild Wars 2 does have the most interesting beast race with the Char, because they are simultaneously a bestial race that is also the most technologically advanced race in the game. And generally in most games, the beast races are dumb beasts. Outside of this work meeting, save me please, TX. Also, hi friends. Poor Swaggins. Poor YOLO Swaggins, the Mutkins. Trapped in the meeting. Alas, YOLO Swaggins. We knew them well. But unfortunately, they once got trapped in the business meeting that never ends, and we were not heard from for nigh on a century. Poor Swaggins. And their spicy sugar. Y'all aren't gonna get that reference, but trust me, it's funny to me. What time is it? 4:27. Okay. Hold on. There you go. This is the story of a small mutt named Dildo Swaggins. I'm watching without audio for a minute while the meeting concludes. Hope the deep talk from earlier was helpful for you, by the way, Tiny. He doesn't know what we're talking about. Didlo Swaggins. I misread that as Dildo Swaggins. It's still got auto-modded, which is great. I can't get over that horn. It makes me laugh. Hey, man. Whatever makes you happy. Also, welcome back, Julio. Fuck you, containers! The vast and endless busyness meeting dungeon. Monkey in my brain wants to scream goal. Do it. Scream goal, you won't. Can I loop around? I'll do that on the way out. Danger, hard hat area. Joke's on you, I don't have a brain. I just scared my coworker. Did you just scream goal? I'm here to get metal rolls. There's 8 of them. Good, I don't have to go anywhere else. That's a good sound. That's also a good sound. Is that a piano? There's a piano. See? Ooh, it's really solid. Is that for sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away? Sitting in the morning sunshine. Love that song. Scared your coworker, maybe? Yeah. Embrace the gremlin. Blair, I'm too afraid to ask, so I'm going to ask you. Do you think Cody would want to stream SnowRunner together? I'm assuming he wouldn't. But it seems like it would be fun. I think I swear too much to be on his stream. I assume he would not want to. But I want to stream SnowRunner with another streamer. And Cody is a gremlin. Swearing is just speaking with spice. A lot of furry streamers do not swear a lot. Yeah, but swearing and toilet humor is not the same thing. Actually, not sure. I've seen him do one co-stream, which was Lance. Yeah, I've never seen him do a co-stream was the other thing. And the only time was with Lance. I am a small, kind of crappy streamer, so like, I probably would not. He probably would not want to. I'm looking forward to streaming with Swag and Flair on Friday. Oh wait, that's tomorrow! Wow, crazy how the fucking that works. We're gonna stream Demon Eggless tomorrow. The amount of time Cody has said fuck my ass. What's the thing I normally say? Fuck me running or something like that. Don't die too much. I don't know how to play Demonologist. I have deliberately not learned how to play Demonologist. I told Swag that. I was like, Swag, I'm going to literally do no research. I've never watched someone play Demonologist. I know nothing about it. For you, it's probably an imitation by now. Well, then, isn't that spicy? Do you like that I can pull? Like, look at my, hold on, look at my character. Look at him. Look at his face. I'm pleased that his face works that well. Also, I got stuck while I was screwing around, so that's good. Hey, Soupy, how's it going? That's a cute face. Thank you. I should have driven my truck instead of what I was just doing, because I am now stuck. Kind of crappy, my friend. You are a great streamer. Don't anyone tell you otherwise. Oh, yeah? Well, how could I trust you, Pulio? You subscribe, which means you're biased. Neko, I'm gonna send you the Blackhawk skull horn so you can see why that horn is bringing me joy. Also, don't play it on stream because copyright on the music. I'll show you. You know what, Flair? I do know what you mean. I'm afraid if I stop anywhere along here, I'm going to get stuck. But I'll show. I will also show you what I mean. When I say I know what you mean. Also, bear with me. It's going to play Lahi.
Do you know Lahi?
Is this the one? That's what plays Atlanta United games, home games when they score. They have a actually there is a video of them installing it. And you can see how big it is just cuz I'll show you real quick. Where is it? There's so many videos about this goddamn horn. This is ridiculous. I think it's a K5. How am I not finding this? This is obnoxious. I think LA King's horn is the same. Probably. I mean, it's just a train horn. I hate that. Why is that a thing that just showed up? I fucking hate that I just saw that. Be glad that y'all didn't just see what I just saw. How am I not finding this shit? Like, what the fuck? What? There is a chainsaw with a trombone on it, though. So that's a thing. So that's good. That's good. Pratique is a vibe. Yes, thank you. Also, tangent, because I just saw it on American Nations, but here knows the song Thunder Rolls by Garth Brooks. Oh, obviously. You know what? I think I know how to get this to a different path. I may have taken this video down, actually. That would be annoying. I sure have committed a lot of effort for something that definitely doesn't exist anymore. Damn it. the video I just don't think exists anymore. Well, that stinks. Damn it. I'm incredibly disappointed. Also, I did see this video the other day just cause oh, he's train going to this building. Isn't that neat? I'm distracted again. I don't know why, I just love this image. Like I said, I don't know why, but I love this image. Also, yes, this is much louder in my ears, by the way. That is such a tight turn. You know the third verse that was meant to be in song? I do not. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. There's gonna be a horn. That is horrible to listen to. Have y'all seen places where, like, trains just run down the street? Because that's a thing in places.
That looks cool.
And in case you're curious, the horns, like, excuse me, the trains have the fucking right of way. What the hell? Did you not know that?
1960 Gambit. Everybody's got to get out of the way.
Josh.
Everybody's got to get out of the way.
Hold on. Pause. And he's gotten distracted again. I mean, familiar with streetcars, but a whole ass train? Yeah. In the third verse, she straight up shoots him. Oh! It's a lot of steel on rails. Yeah, no, that screeching sound was just the sound of a train going around a tight corner. That's just what they sound like. Like, this isn't even kind of a train. Like, this is just a whole ass fucking freight train. That's in Columbus, Georgia. I've been there. I've seen it. It's crazy. City, also remember the horn plays before the song, so you might be fine. Just stop after the third blast. Got it. We have the T in Pittsburgh. It's the closest we got to this. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Ugh.
Go.
Cringe. Like, it's wild that there's places that are just still like this, where you just have a train in traffic. I was talking to an old railroad guy who worked for CSX, and he told me that on one of the lines, they had a street running section where the train ran through a McDonald's parking lot. And so what they would do is they would have a guy get out. Basically, they would call in an order. The guy would get out, and he'd run up to the drive-through window of the McDonald's, pay for the food, and then get back on the engine as they slowly roll through the fucking parking lot. Which is great. Just, I love that we live in a world where this is a thing. What's happening? Olivia! You've braided in just as we've been distracted by trains and horns. Some might say we've gotten... oh, distracted. Anyways, welcome in, Raiders. I am the _tiniest Neko, master of jank and acceptable substitute for quality. I hope you're having a good day. Aviating Wolf, thank you for the head pats. Olivia, shout yourself out. Just do it. Do it, coward. How you doing today? Not bad. God damn it. What could you possibly do? What are you goddamning about? I have no idea.
You can get in on that ground floor of that sweet Slugussie. Just throwing that out there.
The what?
Power of imagination. Yeah, see, Dandrew knows what's up. Just pretend.
That's homotone.
Biddies. Never say that again.
You and Dave, the Slugussie. Hey Swag, just if you're curious, the automaton, that's the head of the music team for Final Fantasy XIV. Just if you're wondering, that's him just sending it in a concert with automatones. The Slugussie. Okay. Olivia, I have exciting news. Got a ready to run though. My dinner is waiting for me. Olivia, fuck off and go eat your goddamn dinner. Because of course, even this is 14 related. I love you, Tiny. Yeah. No. Okay, Swag. All right, hold on. Everyone else knows this because I've brought it up before, right? So if we go here, right, we're at my, my new tab for Firefox. You got your, these are sponsored, so they're just there. Stream Elements, Heliosphere, Scene.gg, VR Chat, and then YouTube. And when I click on YouTube, this is what the fuck it pulls up. This is what it defaults to. Why does everything at the top say new tab? Don't worry about it. Oh my god, Tiny, why? Because I've shown it on stream so many times. It's like, oh yeah, you want to go to YouTube? Obviously you want to watch this video. It's only got 1.1 million views. I have the lyrics for the third verse if anyone cares to have them. Post them in the Discord.
Stato.
Fair, Lahi is fucking based. It is. Half those 1.1 million views are Tiny, maybe. It's Swag. Yeah, Swag's been here. Soupy knows what's up. Soupy is just like, fuck yeah, play the song. Do it. Soupy's a music director, and Soupy's just over here like, yes, this is beautiful, magnificent. Look at the pianist. Wait. Song is a folk group. The lady's face, yes. I could tell you all about Soken and why Soken is a fucking treasure, but just know that the Final Fantasy XIV community adores Soken to an unimaginable degree. Jeez. Yes. On the live stream for this, people were losing their shit. You can feel the pain. Oh, fuck, it gets me every time. Insert the story about how Soken was in the hospital for 6 months prior, like to the week prior to this, with cancer. Because Soken is a Chad. This is what that song is, by the way. That was so loud. This is that song that he was trying to perform. I'm sorry, but it sounds like a bunch of kids all trying to play the recorder for the first time together. I did. It's really good. I would definitely have sent you this swag. It's such a good song.
As for facts, thanks for becoming a part of the problem here with the rest of us. I hope you're having fun, and if you're not, then I have serious questions about your decision making. But I'm glad you're here.
This song is so good. 14's music is amazing. Just, fuck, it's so good. Like, and the shit posts are also amazing, and I would love to show them to you, but they are fat spoilers, so I can't show them to you. But I can also show you the 20. Because I know Soupy would stab me if I didn't show the 20 music. I'm gonna be real, 14's music had no business being as good as it is. It just doesn't. Soken goes so hard. Guitars get me every time, dude. Right? The chicken titties come ready to fry, yes. Don't forget beef soft tacos. This is genuinely, like, this is deadass the music for this dungeon. That intro is what happens with the music and everything. Because Soken wrote this song while in the hospital undergoing chemotherapy. I can't believe Olivia brought me here to content that fits my interests. How could she? Damn her. Oh my god, Sophie. Sophie, do we need to do the new music? I think we need to talk about Pandemonium's music. Like, I think we might need to talk about Pandemonium's fucking music. Because, oh my fucking god. First of all, Scream is amazing.
Hey, Wolf Spirit, how's it going? We're distracted.
That's a lot of energy to write down on paper in a hospital. It is, because Soken is a Chad. Since 2.0, if you mean me. Oh, wait, what was it? Hold on, I missed something. Oh shit, we have a 14 player in chat. Yeah, 2.0, fuck yeah. ARR crew. Y'all ever wanted pair more plus X Evanescence, right? Might have switched to just chatting at this point. No, I refuse. That would make sense. So good. Right, Sophie? Oh my god. I'm turning it up on my headphones. Oh, this music is so good. The gods can't hear you. Oh, fuck me, that's so good. Hold on, back up. I'm so fucked off I'm not doing Savage because AT&T is a dick. But whatever. Oh. Oh. Dude, right? Like, oh my god, this music. I'm still back in my Equilibrium era.
this when you do the Eden raids. This is not Eden, this is Pandemonium. Like, oh. Oh. Oh, gosh, music, my god. I'm so jealous that you're doing this Savage tier and I'm not. Like, genuinely, I am. I've kind of gotten used to it, but I'm still really jealous. Fucking Jesus. It's so good. And what about this? What about this? This music definitely makes me think of Within Temptation. Yeah, no, this music is all amazing. I love PS4. Dude, PS4's song is so good. Like, 14 needs to calm the fuck down, and I hope they never do. Like, if you like music, holy shit, 14's got you covered. I know this isn't Eden, I'm saying that because you refuse to let me start Endwalker and try to finish it. You need to finish Eden. Eden's really good. You need to finish Omega, that one's more important though. Like, isn't this music so good? E2OS is my favorite thing, period, in 14. I love Alexander. Hold on. Fucking... I love this. I love this fight. It's very old, and it is dated. My brain autocorrected that to E621. Alright, pervert. I mean, I would never have a perpetual tab open on another web browser that goes to that. Like, I know I don't want to bully people into playing 14, but like, fuck me, dude. Like, fuck me, dude. Why? Why does it go this hard? I love the bells on that, just... Oh. Distorted bells, fuck yes. I just found new work music. So good. Oh. 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 Hey, Soupy. I want to reference another song, but I can't play it for everyone. Because there would be spoilers for everyone who hasn't gotten there. But, you know. Welcome and well met, my brave little spark. Just, you know, just to go ahead and take that little heart and just fuck you. Fuck your feelings. Stop it right now. I want to learn to sing that song in its entirety properly, but I can't handle it emotionally. People who know what song I just referenced are just like, no, 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 you don't do that to me. Anyways, one more, and then I promise we'll do something else. Oh god, not that. That's mad spoilers. Dedicated Moonlight, but I love Gnawed Fall. Like, oh. Yes, do that to me. I do. You can play the critically acclaimed MMORPG. Hold on. Do you mean the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with the free trial includes the award-winning expansion Heavens, where the entirety of Realm Reborn with unlimited playtime up to level 60? Yeah, so I'm just saying, you don't have to play 14, but 14 is my favorite game of all time. Does Eastern Dance. I love 14 so much. It is such a good game. It is such a good game. It is, the story is genuinely an experience. It is long-winded as fuck sometimes, though. Like, Pandemonium ended up being long-winded as fuck. I remember clearing this. It was so much fun. God, it's so good. Just so good. Also, I don't have this, and I hate it. I need it. I have this otter. I don't have the second otter because I don't do I don't do the Fox Hollow stuff. He's just a little guy. Look at him go. Look at him! Look at him, he's so precious! Actually, I believe I have this. It's the outfit I don't have because it's Fox Hollows and I want it, but I don't do Fox Hollows. Oh!
Well,
Precious! Bless his heart, he's so cute. Good stuff. Of course, you know, there's always this one. What's Steampunk Otter? It's Island Sanctuary, if I remember correctly. Because I already have it. But I believe it's Island Sanctuary, and I picked it up already. Sufi, are you like me where you watch stuff like this and you just start to get emotional? Like, are you in a similar position? What if we listen to answers? Like, do answers just make you upset? Like, I got to hear it live. I'm so jealous. I want to go to one of the concerts, but I'm broke. I would probably cry if I went to go see a Final Fantasy XIV concert live. I have heard that a lot of people who go to those concerts do end up crying, though. If you're wondering, it's just this. This is what I'm looking at. I want to go as well. Yeah. So good.
Ugh. Ugh. Just right in the heart, man.
To all of my children in whom life
I'll end up going eventually. It's so hard to get tickets. They have such a small number of tickets.
to all of my children to whom death hath passed his judgment. The soul yearns for honor and the flesh the hereafter. Look to those
Scroll away from that. That was
who walk
spoilers.
before, to lead those who
Ugh, this song is so
walk
good.
after.
I love when Soken has a full orchestra to work with. It's so good. I have this on my phone. I do too.
Shining is the
I have all of the fucking vinyl for 14 on behind me, and I have a record player next to me. And I want you to know that I do have it set up so I can play records on that record player directly into stream. I don't do it much, but I can.
walk free, walk free,
So, you know,
walk free.
if I ever feel like getting copyright struck to fucking back, I could just do a stream where we just listen to records while I play games.
So believe.
Oof, dude, a symphony roll gets me every time. Whew. I love a symphony roll. Oh. Connie's gonna cry. I sat away for 2 minutes and I returned to being traumatized. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, that transition. Fuck me, dude.
Now open your eyes.
Oh.
While our cry is repeated.
Oh, fuck me.
Still death to
You seen the video of 1.x being shut down? Yeah.
lost in hope we lie defeated.
Does anyone here need context for this? Does anyone here want context for this song? Does anyone here not know what this is? There is a cinematic that goes with this that might explain some of it. I don't care if they want context or not, give it to them. Okay, that's a good point, Pulio. I assume, like, you know, Swag and Flair and all of them have left, but like, we're having our Final Fantasy 14 gush session. So, Final Fantasy 14 1.0 was a really bad game. It crashed and burned hard. It was bad enough that the CEO of Square Enix issued a formal apology. Like, a formal apology was issued to the players. And they went around the studio and basically went, hey, who the fuck can try to salvage this? And Yoshi P, either being picked or volunteered, basically was like, I can do this. And after about a year or so of trying to salvage 1.0 as it was, they came to the conclusion that you were not going to salvage it. It had to go away. So they ran... So they destroyed the world. And effectively what happened is they built up to it, the calamity. This is the calamity. This is what we were watching. This is the end of 1.0. In the days leading up to it, they didn't put it in the forever box shot enough. They blew it up. They blew it the fuck up. it wasn't good enough. It was never going to be good enough, so they got rid of it and made it again. Yeah, so not only did they get rid of it, they got rid of it and made it part of the story. So, in the final days and hours leading up to the server's shutdown, it was the calamity. The moon Dalamond was falling from the sky. There was a massive battle with the Darlian Empire. And for the players, the cities were under siege. Live in real time, the developers were attacking the city walls with everything they could find to throw them. The devs were making monsters live on the spot, programming new monsters specifically to throw at it. Monsters spawn in town. Yes, literally. Cities, when we say they're under attack, they were literally under attack. The devs were throwing everything they had at the player base, and the player base was doing everything they could to fend off literal hordes of monsters being shoved into the main cities. And after like 2 days of constant fighting, the server shut down, and this trailer dropped at the same time. And this is what came out of it. Great Worm Comet released. That's Limbs to Lament, so the one earlier was really good. And at this moment, everything was lost. It was it. It's over. At this point, the players lost. Except the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. They attempt to reseal Bahamut. You were correct, Julia, by the way. These are the player representations, by the way. This is not a player, this is an NPC. So this all takes place, if I remember correctly, 5 or 6 years prior to where Realm Reborn begins. And the scars of this event are all over the world. So that is where they left everyone after 1.0 shut down. If I remember correctly, this is... Does this have it? Does not. Hold on. I'm gonna skip ahead. Then it fades to this. This came out later, when they were ready for Realm Reborn. The reason I showed you the other one first is because that one is a more complete story of the calamity. Is it the seventh Umbral Calamity, if I remember correctly? Yes, yeah. Six, right. Is it 6 or is it 7? I cannot keep them straight in my mind. I never remember. Because the 8th Umbral Calamity is what we prevented in a later expansion I'm not telling you the name of. I'm pretty sure it's the 7th Umbral Calamity. Yeah, it was the 7th. It was the 7th. No, the 7th is is Dalma. I'm looking at the wiki right now. 6th was Void Ark. 6th was the War of the Magi. So 6th is when Void Ark happened initially. Yeah, Diabolos. This is where the players come back. Several years into the future. War of the Magi is so interesting. It is. Hey, you gotta love a Chocobo. My Chocobo's name is Bodie McBoatface because I'm a loser. It's the fucking rain. So that thing right there in the background, this massive chunk, that is part of the moon. It's concentrated aether, but like there is these scars all over the land from that event that were not there prior. It's NoClip has a documentary on 14 that I highly recommend watching. It's really good. Named mine Archimedes. I like that. I really like 14. It is literally my favorite game I've ever played, and I've played a lot of really good games. It replaced Okami. My name is Raji for reasons. It annoys me endlessly that we don't get to interact with more content in the War of the Magi. Yeah, me too. I want to know more about it. It's a clever bird.
So yeah, you don't have to get into 14, but like, as you can tell, you know, at least the people here who were talking about it, we're all pretty passionate about it. And you will never lack for stuff to do in 14. There is always something for you to do, and it's not always Savage, it's not raids. There's always something for you to do. I have a house that I need to go decorate that I've been procrastinating on. Corian's redecorated the Free Company house already, and I haven't decorated mine yet. Gotta take my cousin to a friend's house, and I'll do the Eden raids. Yeah, do the Eden raids, Julio. You did complete Omega, right? That's important. You gotta complete Omega. I think you actually are required to complete Omega for some of the side quests in Endwalker, and by think, I mean I know. I just don't know which ones they are. But I think it's one of the Beast Tribes. Trust me, Julio, you will get a little bit more out of Endwalker having completed all of the raids. Oh my god, Soupy. Julio found Boja the other day. Julio wandered his ass into Boja. And I'm just like, oh god. Julio, no. No. It's really good. I love Boja so much, but it's so grindy. There's so much there. Housing PvP a fucking World War I analog area. Yeah, that is actually a good explanation for Boja. Gathering fishing? Oh my god, I haven't done the new ocean fishing! Holy shit! Oh my god, I need to do that! I completely forgot that the new ocean fishing was the thing! I forgot about that! The revelation in your voice? Yeah! Because ocean fishing is fucking dope! It's so easy! It's so much fun! Also, there's island sanctuaries, which it is effectively diet, help me out here. What's it called? It's diet Animal Crossing. There's fucking trenches, explosions, and loads of fighting. It's World War I without the gang grain. Fair. Yeah, you will never lack for something to do in Final Fantasy XIV if you choose to try it. Also, it's a fucking MMO, so, you know. It's got tab targeting. It starts out pretty basic combat-wise. It gets a lot more advanced the later you get in the game. The story does start with significant world building. So the story ends up being a bit dry at the beginning, because you start as a humble adventurer. Literally, you are a humble adventurer. You are a fucking nobody. And the game treats you that way. And then it does a lot of world building, and eventually you become the hero, blah, 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 blah. Although the game never lets go of the humble adventurer thing. To the end, your character is still an adventurer. Which I love. Especially because you can choose, like, your character's motivations for why they're an adventurer. And you can, if you pick what's in line with what you like to do, then you find to get really immersed. I want some dope-ass weapons too. I've got an Atma Zodiac weapon. Yeah. It is, adventurers of no import is so far my favorite reoccurring line. Yeah. It's a hell of a world. Can anyone who was here when we started this conversation, can you understand now why I got a little butthurt when I was talking to someone the other day and their response to me was Final Fantasy XIV is just a traditional MMO? And I was like, well, it's not. And they were like, yeah, it is. I've got 300 hours in. I know what it's about. And I'm just like... But I have 9,000 hours in it. I'm gonna shoot the gap on these trees and hope for the best, and hopefully I don't have to come back with a crane. Do they really? Yeah, 300 hours in 14 is, I'm gonna be real, nothing. When someone with 300 hours in MMO says it wasn't good, yeah, I'd take offense to that too. Especially when it's a game I love that much. I don't know, it really got under my skin because it's, you know, they effectively insulted something that means a lot to me without taking the time to consider what they were saying, and I didn't appreciate that. I did watch a lot of spoilers just to irritate an NPC. Did watch a lot of spoilers just to irritate an NPC in the game the most. Don't want to say who, but he returns a lot. 300 hours isn't even enough to not be a sprout. That is true. 300 hours, you were not. That's not enough to lose the new player icon. That is true. Hey, Vickrel, how's it going? Vickrel, you'll be so proud of me. I haven't flipped my truck over yet today. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours, and the truck has stayed on its wheels. I even completed an objective. You proud of me, Vickrel? Are you proud of me? Oh no. I didn't like that. You need to either be in Endwalker or have played for like 600 hours. Yeah. Oh, that's what happened. My fucking controller. Damn it. Vickrel, can they add a thing where when my controller disconnects, I can reconnect it without having to restart the fucking game? Pretty pleased with sugar on top. Wait. Promoted! How's your day going, Vickrel? I'm going to have to depart y'all here in a few minutes because Tiny has to go to the gymnasium to pick up heavy things and put them back down. Don't get me wrong, I hate Final Fantasy XIV. I've been playing for 10 years and will continue playing. Absolutely trash lore. Gender lock classes, only playable on mobile. I play on IDK, we all use wireless controllers. Okay, well, my Wi-Fi on my motherboard doesn't work right now, so I don't have Bluetooth. But every time the controller disconnects, I'll be streaming again. Vickrel, I'm gonna, if you want, next Thursday night, I might stream SnowRunner next Thursday night if you want to do it. So yeah, when it basically it's, you know, it's this garbage fucking USB. But yeah, that's the thing. When it disconnects, I have to turn off the game and turn it back on, which sucks. But Vickrel, I've successfully delivered all of this shit today. What time so I can put it on my calendar? 8 p.m. EST. I love that spacebar is my go button because I have a keyboard on the floor, so I don't have to hold the go button on the controller. I can just use my foot to press the spacebar like it's a shitty gas pedal. Which is a move. Today's seeming to be very productive for everyone I've watched so far. Eventually, yeah. I didn't. Not the foot content. No. It's not like foot content. It's just saying, like, I don't own a pedal or steering wheel or shit. So, like, that's my solution. Why is G the horn button? I must have rebound that on accident. That seems like something I would have done. Yay, twuck. Okay. I will be back later in approximately 3 hours. Actually, 2.5 hours. You don't like using your corn? I'm gonna hit it with my pillow. That was a lot of buttons. Okay, hold on, let me Let me hit you with another scene. Back over here. Everyone, everything, everywhere, all at once. That's a good movie. Hey, I will be streaming again tonight at fucking 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to stream Gunfire Reborn because there's a new DLC for it, and I couldn't think of anything better to do because I'm dumb and I didn't want to do more Blender. Okay, that's a fucking lie. I absolutely did want to do more Blender. I just like had to stop myself from doing more Blender. Have a good one, Icon. Yeah, I really wanted to do more Blender. Anyways, I need to scoot to the gym, so we are going to raid someone. Let me find someone real quick. Twitch! Twitch, who's streaming and what are they streaming? Oh, not many. Frup's doing No Man's Ski. We'll raid Frup. Now everyone stick around for the raid and then leave. Leave on them, not me, just because, you know, when more people join me, it makes my brain make big happy chemicals. If you are a subscriber, grab one of these first 2 raid calls. If you're not, go ahead and grab the 3rd one, because that one will work for literally anyone. But I hope everyone has had fun. If I'm home tonight, I'll be tuning in, get some big gains, Tiny. I've only gone to the gym once in the last 2 weeks because I injured myself, and then I proceeded to work myself to the point of collapse as well because Tiny is just dumb. Frup isn't like ending, is it? I saw him on a weird screen. And make sure Frup's not ending. Frup may be ending. I just gotta make sure. And no one's home. Come on, ad break, fuck off. You're ad break, you're hashing my goddamn vibe here. I'm trying to do stuff. Fuck me running. Just, I need to go to the gym. I have to be there in 15 minutes.
Blurb, I suppose. Some fixes.
Gonna ask him if he's ending real quick.
A reminder that the extra reward awarded by the weekly Last Wish quest, the one handed by Hawthorne, was not intentional, so it's going away.
Read my damn message.
Sorry, Tuesday, you get 1 deep sight weapon from it since that was always the plan.
Anyways, we're gonna raid Frup anyways.
Another one.
So, everyone, I hope you've all had a good time. If you're new and you haven't followed, please be sure to follow. Join the Discord if you want to see the channel updates on what the fuck I'm doing. Either way, I should hit start raid. I'm just gonna raid him.
Ending, you're still going? I'm still going.
Good. Good.
Nox, hello there.
Anyways, as always, stay safe, stay hydrated, eat something healthy, eat something tasty, and when you're alone in the woods at night, and suddenly you hear him, actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf, just remember that he a punk-ass bitch. And if you say that to him, he will start crying. Bye-bye! I've emerged from cleaning chamber finally, and you're done. Ha! Get wrecked.
Saladin Kefries. Major actions of Titan is allowed to be fixed. It will be re-enabled. Good. Good. What? Ah! Hello, thank you. Hello.